Welcome, Internet, to the Play Some Video Games podcast. It's your boy, Dat Ninja Dev, joined as always by Donnie, Eat the Hype Reese, and Florida's own Delvin. These people are stupid cocks.
Goddamn right.
Yes, it's true. Unfortunately, these people are just fucking stupid.
No, sometimes you gotta call it out. People are dumb. Very dumb.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody, how y'all doing? More. Yeah, very much more. Sometimes
Very
when somebody says
more.
something stupid, like just say, "You're fucking stupid." They can leave it at that. Move on with your day.
Just you got to call stupid when you see it. Stupid is, stupid does. Call it out. Let it be known. This is dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You right there. Remember that guy from Crank Yankers? That's you.
Oh man. Crank Yankers. God, that show was good.
I used to love that show.
Me too. Me and the wife used to watch the show. That show was great. Oh man. Donnie, you look like you're either deep in thought or just
tired,
irritated at the world.
No, maybe a little bit. I'm tired. I just
been a long week.
Nap. Yeah.
We got this done. I got plenty of energy for you this week, man.
It's only Wednesday.
Yeah. Delvin is out here hype.
Man, fuck these people.
You gotta quit. You gotta quit just fighting like the most toxic of Twitter.
I don't be looking for them. They come to me.
No, I think you are.
No, I don't.
No.
I just asked for questions this week, and this motherfucker sent the dumbest question I ever seen in my life. Said,
but unlike us,
rejected.
You knew exactly what he was talking about and cited other people's, which leads me to think that you've been doom scrolling.
No, not at all.
I knew exactly what he was talking about.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I knew what he was talking about because I saw the original tweet and I did what you said. Nope, not getting into this. And then I just happened to be watching this show and saw the context of it. Like, oh, this is fucking stupid.
And he's out here taking on all comers about this.
Now I'm shutting him down. Like, this is stupid.
Yeah, I immediately just muted the guy. Like, okay, don't need to hear none of your nonsense. But I knew what he was talking about because I saw the episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, that didn't happen. Everything you said did not happen.
Yeah, you didn't have any of the context that actually goes towards what was happening. But
yeah,
whatever.
Are you surprised?
You get to yell into the void. No, not at all. I just
no, not me. I got time.
It just seems to be a recurring theme, right?
That people are stupid.
The
that's
will
been the
of
last 8 years of our lives.
The noise of the streets, the happening, the dirt, the low key. Delvin is clued in. He's got his thumb on the pulse.
He follows like 4,000 people.
But then again,
he knows all the shenanigans that are going on.
Then again, at one point in my life, before I joined PSVG, I was popular.
PSVG just tanked your popularity, huh?
Yeah, just tanked it.
Yeah.
I think
Delvin's here for the streets, so.
He is. He's for the streets.
Yeah,
he's got the word.
I'm like the locks.
Like the dude from The Lion King. Word from the underground.
Yeah, I am the streets.
You know, he pops up, word from the underground.
See, that's why I appreciate this show so much. Because I'm on here with sometimes 2.5 intelligent people.
1.5.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, depends on who's on.
Yeah, there you go. Sometimes it'd be 4 people on this, still be just 2 intelligent people.
No, not Zazu, but that's funny. Like, just saying Delvin is Zazu is funny. So that's the point, though. He doesn't like enlighten us with any like profound, pontifications of current events or daily affairs or philosophies of life.
No.
He's here to let us know like if the dress is gold or blue. Exactly. He's here to let us know like who's got the beef, right, in the streets. Yeah. Whose diss track is the hottest.
Yes,
he's the pop culture. He's a pop culture icon.
He's our pop culture expert.
Because when I come in here and talk about the actual shit I read, I'm like, get this motherfucker.
Like he joined PSVG when he should have joined TMZ.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Yeah. I come
we should have like a
actually listening to you. I'm like, nah, son.
We should have like a daily, like editorial, like an op-ed for Delvin, like in
not a bad idea.
Publication,
like Delvin's Corner.
Yeah. I mean, tell us
Delvin's
about who's
what really grinds his
sacrificing what animals.
Or
what nonsense? Like it's always nonsense.
Riley,
yeah.
I saw a video on Facebook today that was so fucking funny about.
But he fights like the crowd, the mob.
Now, usually I let the
He's
mob.
just like, all these
Only when he
people.
feels like it.
I'm so tired of all these people. I'm like, who are you talking to?
Just
No,
once
not
in a while.
one person in the Discord is talking about this.
Just once in a while, just tell somebody, shut the fuck up. Do you know
That's
who the
what
fuck
it
I
is.
am?
Once in a while?
Just once in a while.
I feel like you do that on a daily occurrence.
No, not really.
I don't think so. He
No?
does
Just
this every once in a while.
I feel like
he
on
just-
our podcast,
he
he
has to
tells
be
us
in a
every
mood.
week that he told somebody to fuck off.
Oh,
No, see, this the difference.
That's different.
Okay.
But that's in real
It's
life.
to the
I tell
Discord.
you.
Yeah, it's to the Discord. Like when he brings it to the Discord, so he has to be in a
I need
particular mood,
rules.
and something has to happen, and then he'll bring it to the Discord. Like today was he asked a question and he got one of these dumb motherfuckers. And he was just like, you know what?
Like,
But
I
yes,
tell people in
his-
real life they're
D-Life.
dumb. The Bulls, good.
Why?
It's not even
Good.
good. Like we don't even have to. We don't even have to say it. We told
Yeah.
him all year. He let a couple games get the best of him.
Yes.
Every
Okay?
time.
We tried to.
And why
tried to
does it
tell you.
surprise you that he do this all the fucking time?
And
This is
remember, D-Life. Remember. You gave up better odds at a better draft pick for this.
yeah.
This was a choice by your
That he
organization
do this every fucking year.
to fail upwards.
Yeah.
We told you your team sucks so bad they can't even tank right.
Yeah. Every time
He said that.
Yeah.
He said that.
He knew this. He knew this was going to happen.
But then he got swept up. He was
But he
all
still
in.
Build his hopes up.
I think
get
the
these
dude
hoop
bought like a
dreams.
Modest jersey or something this week. Like, you remember last week? He's like a
Yeah.
6-year-old stamp. He was sending us. Oh, they got him.
Been so-
They got-
yeah, he's been so excited. It's like he's on a worse roller coaster than Browns fans. Like I think you guys just deep down know our team sucks and we're not going to get any hope.
Doesn't really matter.
He just keeps going up.
You
and
just gotta embrace
down
it.
and up and down.
At this
Look,
point, you
stop
just
it.
embrace it.
Yeah,
Look,
Is that
Yeah.
worse?
that's not worse.
They
At
have
least
a
the
ring.
Raptors have a cool jersey.
They have a ring, a recent
they-
one.
they got as many recent rings as the Cavs do.
Yeah.
Right, they're
Yeah,
right
so
there.
You
You have a
know
Raptor on your jersey. That's cool as fuck.
I
Your mascot is
I fell
a
asleep on my
raptor.
love seat watching Jurassic Park. Speaking of Raptors,
nice.
I saw that the other day on TV. It was part 2.
you know it's free on YouTube. Like YouTube has added like all kinds of free movies in like the last year.
Really?
There's just hundreds of like really good free movies you could just watch on YouTube. They're just there.
Yeah.
Nobody ever
That is true.
clicks the movies tab.
I got to tell you what
Didn't
happened.
even know
I'll
there
tell you
was
this
a
funny
movies
thing that
tab.
happened.
There's a movies tab.
I was with a woman, right? Surprise.
Here we
And we
go.
were watching.
Now
we
we're
were,
talking.
Even chill.
We were like watching TV, right? And Jurassic Park 2 happened to be on. And her response
Yeah.
was, I did not know there were black people in Jurassic Park 2.
Yeah.
Like, yes. That
Why
one
wouldn't it
girl.
Yeah, one girl.
One girl,
There's
because
a black person
Jurassic
in
Park
Jurassic
1.
Park.
Yeah, and he got 8. A Raptor.
Yeah.
8
I mean,
in there.
everybody gets 8. Like that's
Well,
kind of the
Not everybody.
that's the point of the movie.
Not everybody. Not
Most everybody.
She's like, oh.
Is this going to turn into a racial inequality thing?
Not at all.
No.
It
No,
made her
because
sit
I was
down and
just
watch
gonna-
it.
I was going to point out that I'm pretty sure like 10 times more white people get eaten than black people.
Because there's 10
There's
times
also
more
10
white
times
people.
more white
correct.
people.
That's
It was
correct.
only- it was only one of us.
All right. So let's put up the equity graphic. We need to have more black people in the movies to get eaten by more people.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
If you put 20 black people and you eat 19 of them, I'm like, all right,
You're
at
like
least
Eli
there's 20 of them in
Rothstein in
there.
Casino. I need an equal amount of blueberries in every muffin.
Goddamn
Yes.
right.
Yeah. Damn straight.
Hey,
Just
Dan,
a
hold
quick
on to your
so
butts.
you can do Fast and Furious 5, Braveheart, The Longest Yard, Major League, Terminator Salvation, both Jurassic Parks, Varsity Blues, Disturbia, Star Trek, Space Jam. All of these are free.
That's pretty good. That's a
You
pretty
just
solid
watch
lineup.
Any of these. I just clicked the first two. I just clicked the row once. There's a bunch more.
You can,
Dumb and
you can
Dumber,
also
Little
watch,
Nicky. Like there's a bunch more. Hundreds.
if you're fast
Not
enough, you
hundreds,
can also
it's like
watch
100.
Minecraft.
If you're fast.
Also free.
I don't get it.
Before they pull
somebody-
it down.
Yeah,
Did somebody bootleg Minecraft movie?
all the time that happens.
We're still doing that?
Minecraft, Captain
People are still
yes,
doing
they
that?
still doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Put it right on YouTube.
I didn't think bootlegs were still a thing. I thought like
It very much
Oh,
still is.
I thought like
yeah, absolutely.
Cody and Plex ended bootlegs like a decade ago.
No.
No,
They're still
absolutely
very much,
not.
not even a
old.
little bit.
Bootlegging feels old. It's not even bootlegging
still.
shit.
I mean, it's old. It's like till as old as time. It's always going to be around.
Yeah, but I feel like we've upgraded. Like now we just get like leaked copies that get distributed on torrent sites and stuff. Like who's bootlegging?
People
Like, you
still
mean like
use
actual
torrents?
like from a phone?
Yes, they do.
Absolutely.
I've seen that too.
Who wants to watch anything from somebody's phone?
People who don't know any better. I have lots of those friends.
These people that have these terrible takes on Twitter that Delvin argues
pretty much
terrible takes on Twitter, terrible taste in quality. Yeah, I know these people.
Yes.
You know what sucks? I don't know if it sucks. Is I set up desktop notifications from Wario on my computer in case the Switch 2 pre-orders drop.
Oh, I would never do that. You are a brave man.
And it is just going off like every 7 seconds. Some
that
tweet about
sounds like
some
a nightmare.
game that's on sale. Hey, man, you can't miss it. All right? You can't miss it. It's an exclusive window that's coming. Can't miss it.
Yikes.
Yeah. It's too early.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know.
Wario would just be sending out messages of all kind of shit, bro. I can't.
Constantly.
I mean, but I can't imagine they're going to be like in their live now. I feel like they're definitely going to be like.
They're definitely going to tell us. Yeah, they're going to tell us. But again, you never know. These systems, these retailers, they test their systems. I might get that.
They make a mistake.
I might get that 2 a.m. alert. Like, it's up. It's up. You never know.
Yeah,
You got to be ready.
Up. He gonna get that 2 a.m. alert. It's gonna be fucking a Cellular Rising.
hey, listen. I bought like 3 or 4 games this week. I bought
I bought a ton of games.
I bought Atari games.
Jesus.
I don't even know what they are. They're just
Why? Why?
They're on they're new games. They're new games from Atari. They're Switch games. And they were like on crazy discount on Amazon. I got one for like $7. I got one for $12. I just was like, yeah, I'll take it. We'll try it.
Hold on one second.
Who knows? You know?
I don't understand. I mean,
what's not to understand?
Y'all just be buying shit. Like that $7 is like a big Mac meal or something.
It's not old.
Atari?
It's not actual Atari. It's like modern. It's today Atari games.
It doesn't mean it's any better.
Modern
It means it's trash still, I'm sure.
Probably, but it's on a cartridge. It's a Switch cart.
So
any
really
Switch cart for less than any Switch cartridge for less than $15 is an easy purchase. Any of them. You give me any cartridge.
I cannot understand this logic at all. It just does it. I don't.
You don't buy Switch carts. They're
sure
expensive. They hold value and they're expensive.
Yeah. See, like Jay said, that $7 could have gone toward the instant. I just feel like
that happened too. Delvin left. I don't know if he
can.
can still hear us, but he left. But I sent him a message because I was telling him on Shaq last week that there's like an Easter sale on AliExpress. So I bought like 10 N64 games on AliExpress too. I did that too, Jace. Don't worry.
Do they not have some ridiculous ass tariffs or whatever? I don't know anything about
I don't know tariffs, but I'm pretty sure they're going to get like delayed. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be over here anytime soon or anything. We'll see.
Just going to be sitting in a port.
I don't know where they're coming from. It doesn't necessarily mean it's coming from China. It could be coming from Japan or Taiwan or, the Philippines. See, Riley gets
China.
it. Like, I'm with you. He gets it. I'm with you, Donnie.
Yeah, nah, man. Y'all are insane. Y'all got issues. This is
one of them. One of them has good reviews. One of the ones I bought has good reviews.
I got Tales of Grace remastered.
See, I'm not buying that. That's
$10.
Was that crazy. A PS4 game?
That's a PS5 game.
That's nonsense. That's ridiculous.
Nah, son, I'm going all
in.
Buying
all in on what? Disc rot?
All in. Goddamn right.
Like, what are you doing all in on?
I think this is like the Lupin the Third or the fourth or fifth.
Why?
Lupe Fiasco. I don't know.
Was it just?
All right,
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I got Lunar Lander Beyond.
See?
For $8.50.
Y'all just see like a game that's less than $10 and you're like, I'll buy it.
Purchase.
Is that how this goes?
I wanted this game.
1,000%.
This was like $15. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and it's the collector's edition.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I wanted that one.
It has good reviews.
Yeah. And I got the...
I'm sure it's terrible.
Retro Realms Halloween thing, the big box.
Nice. Did you get the big box?
Yeah.
That's not the big box.
This is not the biggest box. That's the second
deluxe.
big box. Yeah.
It's the deluxe.
This has Michael Myers in it.
I have the big box.
You got the big box.
Here's the thing about that. Are you going to open that or no?
No.
Well, you might be interested in then. Hang on. Let me go grab a box. I'll show you.
Okay. It has the Lloyd Strode character. It has the poster. Has the trading card. And it has the game, of course. And it has the plushie of Michael Myers.
Jace. Thank you. Jesus Christ. You guys should not have the internet. You should not be allowed to be on the internet.
This is the big box.
That's the big box, yeah.
All right.
That one looks cool.
So here's the deal with this. I bought this, and right here at the bottom, you see that?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Y'all need better cameras.
You don't see that right here?
I see that, yeah. It's open.
It's not open. It's like scratched. It's like crinkled.
Yes.
Right? So I sent them a message, and I go, hey, I bought the collector's edition, and the sleeve of the box is crinkled. I need another sleeve. They sent me a whole other box.
Oh!
It didn't come with a game, but everything else. I've got the steelbook, I've got the coins, I've got the Michael Myers thing and anything. If you pay for shipping, I will send you this box. And you can
okay, let me know how much shipping is.
And you can complete the set.
Let me know how much shipping is. I got you.
Because I have another one over there.
That's perfect.
And the steelbook, because they didn't make steelbooks for Switch, the steelbook is PlayStation. It's a disc steelbook.
That's perfect. Yeah.
So you could literally take your disc out and put it in there, and now your set's worth more.
Yeah, just let me know, and I'll do that ASAP.
Okay.
Gladly.
It's literally just been sitting here under my desk because I was like, what am I going to do with this?
It worked out, Dev.
I would have sent it to you, but
something worked out. I don't know.
I'm sure the shipping on that's going to be.
Thank you, Brendan. I appreciate that.
They're spamming the chat. I'd love to see it. Drop the price.
Increase the price. Brick is going up. Let's go.
Yeah.
$7.99.
I told you it was. I posted the clip earlier of The Quick and the Dead with Gene Hackman. Do you remember that?
Yes.
You guys like that movie at all? I love that movie.
I did.
Never seen
He's
it.
like,
no, it
something's
exists.
puzzling me. All you guys do is tell me how poor you are. I've been saving it all week to reply to somebody like on Twitter about the Switch 2.
Yeah, I like it.
All you guys do is keep telling me how poor you are.
Take that energy and put it towards Ticketmaster. Why would I put it towards Ticketmaster? What does Ticketmaster have? I'm going to get some Chris Brown tickets. Fuck that.
Why?
Yo.
Absolutely not.
I know someone who just bought those tickets for $500 a pop. And
Let me go see what it is.
Fucking mind.
Chris
I'll tell
Brown.
Dev. I'll give Dev the little taste of what I bought. So I bought Lunar Lander. Listen, I bought Lunar Lander Beyond the deluxe edition. It comes with a box. It's a box set for Switch for $8.50. I also got the Atari Anniversary Celebration, the deluxe edition with the steelbook for $19.99.
That's a great price.
I've been waiting on that forever.
I am on the wrong show.
No, you're not. You're on the right show.
This is ridiculous.
Why are you on the wrong show?
Yeah, this is the right show.
You guys are out here buying trash ass games for under $10.
How dare you slander Halloween?
I got GT64 for N64 for $7.15.
Oh.
Am I supposed to be excited about
it? It hasn't come in yet.
You're supposed to.
I got Michael Jackson Moonwalker for Sega Genesis for $8.
Killer. You love
I can't fucking wait, boy.
Did you try your super cart?
Yeah, it wouldn't work on my thing.
God damn it.
I'm gonna keep trying it though. I'm gonna try it on my restaurant too.
That's what it is. It is. I bought him a Super Nintendo Super Cart. It has all the games on it. You just put it in.
Yes.
Why? You don't even need to do that.
Why not? It's fun.
You can just put the fucking emulators on the mini SNES.
I want to do that.
Because you want the tradition and the ritual
of
putting the cart down and snapping the button.
Yeah, and blowing in the cart.
You don't do that on the Genesis.
You do now.
Yeah. Well, the Retron has all of one. The 5 has everything. It has the Genesis, Super NES.
It literally has a slot everywhere.
You only do that for Nintendo. You don't do that for the SNES or the Genesis.
Delvin, I got WCW Nitro for N64.
Fuck yeah.
For $11.
I'm getting me an N64.
And Dev, I paid extra because it's got the block property of Blockbuster sticker on it.
Oh my!
That's history, Dev.
I love it.
That's history.
Are you gonna get NBA courtside?
Riley, I don't. only like new games. I'm just not buying all this retro shit. Like
his favorite console, Riley, is the NES.
He's a huge retro fan.
I love the
plays it every week.
And slanders me for going back. I said, I'm leaving. I'm going back to the NES era. Nintendo's priced me out.
Listen, I was already a part of history, Riley. I was there.
I'm buying it, while I can afford to, before the economy and the country collapses, and 2, while we still can.
Yes.
Because like these rare earth minerals that we're about to go to war over, this is rare, valuable resources.
Yes, these games are going to be like $150 by the time this time next year, based off of tariffs. I'm trying to get sell them while I can.
Are you going to sell them all, or are you just going to
hoard them like Smaug?
Hoard them, yeah, exactly.
They're mine.
So then the price of them going up doesn't do.
No, it doesn't. No, I could care less if the price goes up.
Yeah,
as long as I have them.
Exactly.
Facts.
I didn't just to make money.
Whenever either one of you passes away, I'm gonna bury you with all these fucking games.
That's fine.
Good luck.
It's gonna be a very, very large gravesite. We're just gonna dump all of this shit in there.
You know what I want y'all to do? I want you to get that landfill that all the Atari games in and just dump my body in there. Yes. The ET landfill.
With ET.
Just throw me in there. Don't even cover me up. Just throw my body in there.
That's about the quality of games you guys are buying. So yes,
just throw me right over there.
Watch your mouth.
No.
How about Daikatana?
There you go. It's a good name.
Oh my god.
That's about the only thing that's good.
Riley, that's good. Good on you, Riley. Buy the Game Boy Advance this week. Good on you.
You love to see it. This is the
love
energy.
To see it, baby.
I still have my Game Boy Advance. I don't need to foster that.
You don't play it. You might as well give it to Riley so he can play.
Yeah, give it to Riley.
Absolutely not.
Why are you're holding it too, huh?
Well, yeah. Why are you shaming us?
I'm not playing this shit again.
Yeah.
No. I just hold on to my stuff. I like having the stuff. There's the value.
So do we.
Me.
So do we.
And you're making fun of us for doing it.
Yeah, because I bought it when it originally came out. You guys are rebuying all this stuff.
I wasn't there. I wasn't born yet.
I was poor, Dev. I'm no longer poor.
No, not Game Boy Advance time. We were getting in facet checks. All right, we was getting that financial aid, sir. No, come on.
I was
in these streets.
I think I was watching like 9/11. Like wasn't getting facet checks.
Oh man, I remember walking into college and when 9/11 happened, like, why is it so?
With your Game Boy Advance?
Yeah.
Now Game Boy Advance.
Like, somebody trade Pokemon with me, and they were like,
"Damn, skated into college."
We've got bad news for you, Dev.
Yeah.
Pokemon. I've never played a Pokemon game in my life. You know better. Stop it. Yeah. Had that link cable in Mario Kart. I can kiss my ass with this Pokemon nonsense.
Nice.
Yeah. I played Pokemon.
It was fun. Okay. Fun week of games.
Fun week of games. Well, what did you play? You bought all of this trash, but what did you play?
Well, since Jace is here, I can speak directly to Jace and let him know that I am 25 stars deep into Mario 64.
There you go.
That's what I'm playing this week. I'm playing Mario 64. I have been since Sunday.
I appreciate it.
Speaking of Atari games, I think it's an Atari game. I have it on the list. It's been here for a couple weeks. I did get that Breakout game.
Oh, yeah, it's an Atari game.
Breakout Infinity, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. Nice little brick breaker if you're, it's got all flashy, lasers and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm playing Mario 64. Because remember last week, Dev, I told you I sat there and played 64 all day long. I beat a Zelda game. I played Wayne Gretzky's hockey for the first time ever. That game is excellent. Actually, quite excellent.
Wayne Gretzky's hockey?
Why don't we play, Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey? Why isn't that just hockey games? That should just be hockey games. You can thank Rob 3000 for that one. Him and his brother, he's doing all of this. He's going all out of his way to have N64 games emulated on his PC. So him and his brother can play Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey. And I was like, I've never played this before. And I brought it up on stream with Sean and Ryan. I was just hanging out with him. And Sean, it's very funny. Sean goes, I love that game. And Ryan was like, it's really bad. And then they argued on whether or not it was bad or not. And then Sean hit me with, it's Blitz, but hockey. And I was like, oh shit.
That is the magic word.
That's called NHL Hits, actually, but I digress.
Was Hits before or after that? I don't know. Regale us tales of the olden years, Grandpa.
No clue, but Gretzky 3D hockey, N64 sports games in general, just awful.
Why?
Awful. They're fucking trash.
No, they're not. They're not.
To base off Donnie's quote,
sports games.
Reddit says Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey for N64 is an all-time classic.
It's amazing.
And as we know, Reddit is never wrong.
Listen,
Lord have mercy.
You got silicon graphics, right? You got the power that only 64 bits can give you. Those wrestling games to this day are still the gold standard of wrestling games.
That is true.
Blitz, come on, man.
Oof.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like, this is way better than PlayStation 1 sports games. 100%.
I'm not even talking about
no, what, I'm not gonna lie. You might be right.
Especially when it comes to hits.
I'm not maybe right. I'm 100% right.
NFL Game Day was kind of trash.
But anyway, so I was on Shack and I'm just talking through the games that we're playing and stuff like we do. And an itch that I've had for some time. I was holding off for the analog. I don't think I said it here. I said on Shack. I did cancel my analog pre-order. So now that I don't have my analog pre-order, I'd have no reason to wait to play any of these games. And I'm not playing Assassin's Creed or anything else right now anyway. So I was like, well, let's play some stuff. One of the things I did on Shack a few years ago that I really, really enjoyed was I sat down and I played through every single level of Mario 3. I'd never done that before. I played Mario 3 and got to the end game 100, I wouldn't say 100 times. That's way too many. Probably 20 times. But I always use warp whistles and tricks and shortcuts and cheats. I never actually I think there's entire worlds in that game that I actually had never played. like I just skipped over the ice world. I was like, nope, I don't want to do that.
That's not a bad idea.
I played every level and had a really good time, just really appreciating how good that game was.
Fantastic.
And I found some new shortcuts and found some new levels I never saw before. So I was kind of feeling like doing that with Mario 64. So yeah, I pulled out a guide. Jace was great. He was like, I definitely think you should do it. He sent me a screenshot of when he did it. And I pulled out a walkthrough and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm actually going to collect every single star. It seems to be a little tedious. But we'll see. We'll see how fast I burn out. I definitely will play to the end game. But we'll see how much further I keep going in that. But that's all I've been doing, man. This whole week since Sunday, I've just been playing Mario 64. I've been doing essentially I've been trying to do a world a day. So I did the first world and then I did the second world. And it's fun because I've already rediscovered or remembered or refound some secrets. That game's full of them, which is another thing that makes that game great. But then there were certain things you had to do with certain caps, right? You need to be Metal Mario or you need the flying cap and stuff. And as I'm going through this systematically, the guide is yeah, you can't do this until later. So then I YouTube, I'm but can you do it without it? And now I'm finding people that are showing me trick, here's how you can do it without the hat. And it takes longer and maybe you have to try harder, but there are ways to cheese the system and get through it. So I've been trying to do those too. And, man, it's just, we're not breaking any new news here by saying Mario 64 is a great game. It is super fun to practice those controls. And I won't say get good at them because I'm definitely no speedrun or anything, but begin to build some muscle memory with those controls is very rewarding when you pull off double, triple jumps or backflips to reach areas and, things you're not supposed to soon. So I'm having a blast, but that's all I'm doing. Just playing Mario 64.
Nice. Glad you're enjoying your trip back to yesteryear.
It's way better than being in this year.
Yeah. Not wrong.
So
I'm enjoying my games of this year. So
I don't think the game's a problem.
I can't agree.
Oh, Sean's here. He heard it. He heard the news.
Yeah. Good for him.
The game's not the problem this year. It's everything else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So speaking of games from this year, Delvin, what are you playing?
I'm still playing South of the Midnight. Game's fantastic.
South of the Midnight.
I'm having a great time.
I kind of forgot about that game.
I'm having a blast playing it.
I gotta play that. I'll probably play that next.
It's a really great platformer.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm enjoying my time with it. The story is great. It's enriching. I like the different characters you meet. The music's amazing. It's just a fun, great game, man.
How do you feel about the combat? I've heard lots of of things about the combat. I haven't played it myself yet, but I've heard a lot of things.
Kind of generic.
I want to hear Delvin's take first. I don't want to skew.
It's kind of generic. Okay. One thing I don't like about the combat, there's no block button. I don't like that at all. It's like
a parry.
No, you just dodge.
It's just like a hack and slash.
Yeah, kind of.
Just rolling buttons.
Now that I think about it more and more, it feels a lot like a Jack's game, like a Jack and Dexter game. Almost.
Yeah, I haven't played a lot of those. I wouldn't know.
But I'm still the combat. The combat is okay. It's like I said, it's kind of generic. It's okay for the most part, but the story is amazing. I think the platforming is really good. I like the powers you get. I'm enjoying the culture of New Orleans and everything in the story's telling and bringing to it. I like finding these little notes to tell some histories about the people in the town and stuff like that, meeting the people. It is a very well-made game in that note. I feel like, what's the game that everybody's going crazy over that's never coming out?
Mario Kart World.
Silk Song?
No, not Silk Songs. The other one. The one that's been they've been saying that the sequel's coming out for 10 years.
Silk Song.
Beyond Good and Evil 2?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I feel like people who are interested for a game like that would probably like this game.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you've now, and I realize that you probably mean it's a mix of both, but you've now said this game reminds you of Jack and Daxter and Beyond Good and Evil 2, and those things don't.
Those are very different games. Yeah, I'm just talking about the platforming and certain things of aspects of the game.
I got you.
I like it a lot.
I would like to know what is it good. I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I kind of forgot about South of Midnight, so I haven't really paid any attention to. I know D-Life likes it, right?
Yeah, D-Life is loving it, but he's bad at
so
games.
I haven't seen or read anything about it.
I've read and heard a bunch of different things. Everybody for the most part likes the game, but they don't like the combat. A lot of people like the combat, just kind of feels like it's a big miss. Also, some of the traversal I've heard that people don't really care for. In fact, you can turn the combat off. Like, you can skip the combat altogether.
I did not know that.
In the accessibility features, you can turn the combat off and just play the rest of the game. Like, just the platforming.
But how would that?
Is it a platformer? Because I was thinking this was like a. I was thinking this was like a Kenna game.
Yeah, it's more like that.
Kenna's not a platformer.
I would agree.
Yeah, but there's a lot of platformer. There's a lot of platformer.
Well, as you once told me, Donnie, if you jump on platforms, it's a platformer.
Okay, fair enough. Well, everything.
There are like sections that you have to jump up high to, then float down to. There's like a lot of like water. You can't land in the water. So there's a lot of sections that are like there's these like wide open space that you have to jump across to get through. So yeah, I would consider it a platformer. A lot of jumping.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you've played it. I haven't, so I'll take your word.
A lot of traversal around the game.
Yeah,
but it's very linear. Like it's like the game tells you where to go. It's not like you're like just like you can find like little small hidden areas, but it's very linear.
I was hoping and thought what I saw ahead of time was it was very Kenna like, and that excites me. Like whenever I play it, because I love Kenna, so that'd be great.
Kenna without the dodge and block mechanics.
It has a dodge mechanic. It doesn't have
hard?
a block mechanic.
I don't think it's hard. I think it's just samey.
It's not hard.
From what I've heard, the combat isn't hard at all. It's just the same every single time.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Very same.
I kind of grew tired of that with I always forget the name of that game. What's that cell shaded game that came out that they shut down the studio for? And then it came back.
All of them.
That's literally all of them.
The Xbox one. They shut the studio down and they sold it to the PUBG people and all that.
You're talking about
that was the name of that game. I never remember the name of that game.
I never played.
The combat wore on me too, but I think it was just the rhythm thing. It was
what is the name of that game?
I always forget
the nice looking game.
And we talk about it all the time. I always forget about it.
With the music and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
They killed it and then they sold it. It doesn't matter. But
yeah. Cool. Well, I'm glad you're
Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, there it is. Hi-Fi Rush. Thank you.
I never remember that name. Sounds like Delvin a 64 game. Hi-Fi Rush.
It does.
Right? Like some like Cruising USA like racing game. Hi-Fi Rush. That's all it sounds like.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Delvin. I'll get to it eventually. It's on my next playlist after I finish Assassin's Creed, which means next year at this point.
So it's funny because we're just gonna like trade games off. Like, I'm gonna finish South of Midnight. You're like, all right, give me Assassin's Creed now.
I'll probably play that
Assassin's
next.
Creed way sooner.
Like whenever I play like my next like console or PC game, it'll probably be South of Midnight.
Yeah. I'm still just playing Assassin's Creed. That game has got its hooks in me deep. It's great. I feel like I have not progressed the story at all because there's so many things to do all over the place, and I like being a goddamn shinobi. It's just
Who are you playing more as?
no. Yasuke can kiss my ass. He's not fun to play with for me. He's just overpowered and just Hulk smash. I'm like, you can't climb anything. You can't really do any like assassin stuff. And that's what I enjoy about this game, like being able to get in the shadows and climb the walls and see if I can assassinate everybody with nobody actually ever being alerted. So that's
Does he not like sneak around at all?
Not really. I mean, if you walk into stuff, he just smashes through it. So it's really hard to sneak with him. That's not.
I didn't know if like maybe they turned that off for him.
Assassinate people.
Like if he like goes in a bush, the NPC's like, "We can see you, dude. You're huge."
You ain't hiding in no bush with him. I haven't even attempted. It just doesn't even make sense.
That's what I was thinking.
Like if you come up behind somebody and they're not paying attention, you can assassinate people. This is a brutal assassination where he just really like lops off their head or something.
Just drolls people.
But yeah, you're not playing Assassin's Creed as an assassin with Yasuke. You're going through. You're not trying to hide. You're just brute forcing everything. But again, like you can't
Murderer's
do any of
Creed, Yasuke edition.
You can't get like the point. You can't get like the eagle points. You can't get any of the. They have all these different forts that you go and you got to kill all these samurai and then open the chest. Like you can't really do that stuff with him. Like his story stuff is really good. Just like his progression and why he's there, how he got there, and all of those little pieces are really cool. But I want to be a ninja, and with Yasuke, I can't be a ninja. So
yeah, I was reading stories about Yasuke, and I was like, oh, this is an interesting character to say the least. I didn't know. I don't know if this is true or not. They were saying that when they first came up on him, because of his dark skin, how you say his name? Nobunaga. Nobunaga. Thank you. Thought he was stained. So they kept trying to.
Just can always been that way.
Yeah, they kept trying to wash him. Like, nah, fam, I'm black. Like,
let him keep trying.
Yeah.
Maybe the ladies can get this off. Let's try.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. They're like, what is it? If you always look this way? Like, that was one of the questions. Have you always been, like, in the game, have you always looked this way? That was legit in there. Like, wow. Never seen a black person before. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, but, kind of makes sense for that region of the world because not like a lot of black brothers was just going out to Japan and shit.
Yeah, it's very true. But yeah, his story stuff is really cool. I think it's really well done. Just like how he gets with Nobunaga and how everything happens with his character is very interesting. And just the way him and Naoe even come together and build their alliance is really cool. But from a gameplay standpoint, I mean, I think Donnie would really enjoy playing Yasuke and be kind of like, I don't want to play as Naoe, where I'm the complete opposite. So
I want to play as Naoe.
I think you'd enjoy Yasuke a lot more.
I want to sneak in the water and do the Spider-Man roof shit.
There you go.
That seems fun.
Donnie answered it for you.
It is a lot of fun. Sneak up there and just double assassinate. It's fucking great. But
they really
that's all I've been doing.
With the underwater snorkel shit. I was like, that's pretty badass.
I haven't done that yet. I unlocked the ability and have had zero use case for it.
Sure. I keep seeing that they keep patching it. Apparently it's better on PlayStation now, and
yeah, there's been 2 patches.
It's another good thing to wait on games, right? It'll only get better. So
yeah, and the
got no rush.
beauty with this one, it wasn't bad. Like it wasn't like this one.
Sure.
Ran,
yeah.
like,
No. I know.
Really
yeah.
great out the gate, and they've only had 2 patches, and it's just.
You would hope so.
It's better. Yeah.
They delayed it and delayed it and delayed it. You'd hope so.
Yeah. Well, that's it for what we've been doing, Donnie. Let's get into this news.
I hope it's selling well. Any idea on
if
it's doing
it
well?
Is. It's number 2 this year behind Monster Hunter Worlds. It's also, I think, the second largest Ubisoft game launch in a long time.
That makes me very happy.
It's doing really well.
That's good.
Thank goodness.
All right, so not a whole lot of news tonight. So maybe a short show. That'd be nice. Got Game Pass updates. Grand Theft Auto 5 is back on Game Pass again. It's out now. You can get Neon White and SpongeBob on the 16th, Crime Scene Cleaner and Tim Popo on the 17th, Claire Obscure Expedition 33 on the 24th. People are super excited about that one. Towerborn game preview on the 29th. Far Cry 4, of all things, hits Game Pass April 30th. Anno 1880 on May 1st, as well as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and then Dredge, which is a great game. One of my favorite games from last year. That game comes out on Game Pass on the 6th. That's another game I bought this week. Woot had the Dredge Collector's Editions at 60% off. They must be clearing stock. I mean, look, a lot of people are clearing Switch 1 stock this week. I'm seeing Switch 1 deals left and right like crazy. So,
get some stuff. Woot.
Yeah. I love Modern Warfare 2. It's about time they started showing, bringing any of the Call of Duty. Has any of the other Call of Duties come over except for Black Ops 6? We were all expecting the back catalog to funnel into Game Pass, and they just never really did, right? Really any of the Activision games.
Completely forgot all about that.
I'm sure something is there, but I'm pretty sure some things were there before they even bought the company. But you'd expect everything to be there, and they've really held off, I think, on at least on making a big deal about it, right? They put Diablo in there, of course. That's the one they just keep sending Diablo. Did you know you can play Diablo with Game Pass? They say it every month. But any of the Call of Duties, I don't think any of that stuff's been over there. But
I had no idea.
I may not know.
All of that stuff was there.
I'm not paying super much of attention to it anyway. Yeah. It's pretty cool news. Today, Xbox announced that they've got new Doom accessories to buy. It's Doom and getting ready to release next month. They've got 2 new controllers. They've got a Series controller, which is $80. They got an Elite controller, which is $200. The Series controller is green. The Elite controller is red. And then they have a console wrap for the Series X. I literally thought they were done. I don't know when the last time the console wrap came out. It feels like 2 or 3 years ago. I have no idea, but I thought they were done with that. I thought they'd just given up on that idea. It's a shame my Series X didn't last long enough for me to wrap it in Doom. Had they done something like that, it probably would have kept it around.
Look, just get a box and wrap the box with the Doom
wrap
wrap.
It in Doom. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You love Doom.
Definitely not doing that. I do love Doom. I'm looking forward to playing it. I look forward to buying a nice red Doom cartridge one day. So, any thoughts on Game Pass or Doom stuff?
Oh, to be clear for everybody, it's the Patrick Star SpongeBob game, so people can know.
What?
That's better.
Nobody
the SpongeBob game,
because
Donnie says the SpongeBob game, it's the Patrick Star game.
It's the SpongeBob game. Nobody cares.
No, there's a difference.
There might be, but I'm telling you, nobody cares.
I'm here to tell you, we don't care.
Here at PSVG pride ourselves in being fucking accurate.
Do we?
No, not really.
Is that a thing?
Not even a little bit.
Dotson! We got Dotson here! Nobody cares.
Great pull, Donnie. Great pull.
Jace cares, Donnie. Jace cares.
As the name Gameflation suggests, we also have PlayStation 5 price hikes, as Sony has once again raised the price. This time, increases on the console in the UK, Europe, and Australia and New Zealand. Digital editions are going up roughly $50 across the region, making it roughly $100 more than the day it released. This is the time that we live in, guys. Consoles, madness. 5 years later, $100 more than they cost them. So it's funny on Shaq, I think it was last week, Delvin, correct me if I'm wrong, Rebecca asked us, Dev, She's like, you don't think they'd raise the price after they release it? Delvin and I were like, absolutely they will.
Yes.
For 100%,
PlayStation's still raising the price.
And it may not be the last. They may raise it again after that.
Yeah.
It just seems to be the world that we're in right now.
Yeah, this is supposed to go down. They're like, nah, we're going up, son.
100%. Disc editions are going up in Australia and New Zealand, but not in the UK. But to make you feel better, they've dropped the disc drive a little bit. You save like $10 or $20 off the disc drive. That's pretty nice.
The hell sense does that make?
We'll raise the digital console, but we'll give you a cut off the disc drive if you buy one.
Get a cheaper disc drive.
Lord have mercy.
And then Haley informed us all today that the cost of PlayStation Plus is going up in Canada, roughly $15 to $40 per plan on an annual basis.
That'll show you.
The cost of the brick is going up, as we've been trying to say.
It's because of the tariffs. Like we're raising the price for our digital services. Man, fuck you, PlayStation.
I'm sure it's a part of it, but I also think a lot of people are like, now's the time to raise it.
They just want to raise
We
the price.
can raise it, and everybody will understand why we're doing it. We won't take a whole lot of heat. And then when the tariffs and everything goes away, we'll just keep it there.
They're just going to raise it again. This is raise it again then. Happy tariffs going.
Yeah.
Here's another price increase.
So
Madness.
We should guess how much the price of the PS5 is going to be at the end of this console life.
we should do that for every console. We should just...
Right.
It's going to be $900.
I saw somebody earlier on Blue Sky. I replied back to him. I think it's that BY2B. I don't know the account. Secret guy. Followed him on Twitter for years. He was saying something like, I can't believe Sony is making the rest of the world pay for America's fuckery, like with these price increases in other places. And I was like, are we sure about that?
No, they're just increasing the price.
I was like, they may raise the price here too. They might just be waiting to figure out how much to raise it. Like,
right.
Don't feel so safe that we're offloading this cost to Europe.
Not even
Give it a minute. Give it a little bit. Give it a little time. I think my read on the situation from reading online was that because of the tariffs, the looming threat of tariffs, essentially for the past 6 to 8 months, PlayStation's been stacking systems here. That's been reported and backed up by manifest data. So they've got systems, I think, to weather a short storm. But if those tariffs stick for a long time, those prices will definitely go up eventually. But I think they've got inventory for a little bit. So
Xbox bet not raise their price. They've been able to think to raise their price.
They ain't got no reason to.
Yeah, they might need to lower their price.
Yeah, people are
Series
buying
S
anyway.
$99.99.
The price of the brick has gone down.
Yeah,
I mean, we talked about it a little bit. It's not really a tie to this story, but since you guys said it, I mean, GameStop's giving away a lot of money for used consoles. Ooh. You know, it's a nice bump this week across all consoles, Xbox, PlayStations, which makes me think that they think we may look into shortages soon. It seems like they're building inventory.
They're like, oh, well, we can give it to you for $10
take that off your
cheaper.
hands. We'll take that off your hands for $200 because we plan on reselling that motherfucker.
Yep.
So
especially
$4.99. If the prices continue to go up, they will have lots of stock lower than that. So
yep.
I don't think that's a good sign. There are a lot of people very excited. I'm like, that's a bad indicator.
Yeah,
that's a real bad indicator of what's to come.
So
if GameStop is willing to give you more for it, they're still going to rob you later when they charge you double for what they just gave you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you're really into PlayStation or Xbox, one, you should already have a console by now. If you don't, get one soon.
Yeah.
Like real soon. Like this week.
Hurry up and buy.
Like get one right away.
Please buy now.
Yeah, go buy it.
Before it's
ASAP.
too late. Bungie, as we talked about last week, unveiled Marathon. Their class-based player versus everyone extraction shooter that you play in squads of 3.
Nobody cares about.
So you play as a runner, which is a cybernetic mercenary who's given up their human form for a biosynthetic shell with unique abilities and stats, capable of both tactical and fast-paced combat. The game comes out September 23rd, and alpha tests begin next week. The game will release on Steam, consoles, and feature cross-play and cross-save. Marathon will not require a PlayStation account for PC players and Xbox. It is also not a free-to-play title, which a lot of the internet seems to think it should be. You will have to buy this game. We don't know what it's going to cost, but you have to pay for it. So Captain Awesome will kick off our conversation here. Did you guys see the Marathon thing, and what did you think? What did you think? Honestly, I didn't see anything that caught my attention. Will you try it? Youngblood of the Vertical PS4.
No, I am not interested in this game in any way, shape, or form. I love the aesthetics. The looks great, but I have less than zero desire to play any extraction shooter. I am here for story-based games, and if there's no story that drives me and no single-player thing that I can do, I have less than zero desire to ever play this game.
Maybe you can extract the story out of it.
Nah, I'll just watch the cutscenes. Bungie will create plenty of those. It'll be cool, but I don't want to play this game.
They'll create a novel for you to read. You'll be super excited.
Yeah, I'm good with that. But
I wasn't playing this shit.
Yeah, I was never gonna play it. I've never been interested in this. I don't play PvP games. Like, that's not my thing. I'm also not a huge shooter guy. Like, I'll play the Call of Duty campaign and I play Destiny, but when it comes to other shooters, it's not really a huge thing I'm into. I'm way more into third-person action adventure games, and with this not being any of that, I have no desire to play it. Looks cool though.
I was never going to play anything like this, so I mean, that my opinion here matters not. What I will say is I watched the little showcase for the game. I think the game looks awesome. I really do.
It looks
now,
dope.
Don't take my word for it. I thought Concord looked good too when it was first shown. So the fuck do I know? I also liked Redfall. The fuck do I know? Don't listen to me. But I thought the game looked really cool. Looked really fun.
Yeah.
I like dig its art style. It's really nice.
I think its art style looks really good. I think it's going to play and feel great as well, because Bungie knows how to create a really good feeling game. I think the problem is it's a very niche audience that has so many other options, and I kind of feel like the time has passed on this extraction shooter unless they bring something
really
very special. Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that. Like Tarkov and shit's really popular, and we don't have anything like that on console, right?
Who?
Right. It's also a very, again, niche audience. And are you doing anything in Marathon to pull away people who are already playing Tarkov? Like, I haven't heard anybody say anything about like Apex Legends in a while.
Away. I think it's more like trying to capitalize that in a space that doesn't have it.
That's the thing. Like, these people that play those games, they've already invested so many hours in time. They're not shifting. And that's why a lot of these games have died. That's why they don't last, because most people will play it for a weekend and then just go back to the game that they've been playing for the last 8 years. They're not really shifting into the new stuff.
Escape from Tarkov, this is the name of this game?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tarkov. It's really, really popular.
Really popular. Been around forever. People aren't.
It's not on console.
They have a bundle that costs $250.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They lost their fucking mind.
They've got people buying it, and that's why you have. That's why Marathon shows up.
Yep.
And like I said,
Rainbow Six Siege extraction. That people
Tarkov isn't on consoles, right?
No,
it's not even on Steam.
I've never heard
right?
of this game till you guys said it.
You have to buy it from like some storefront or something. You have to run it on PC.
I just was on the storefront. That's how I found out about it. I Googled it and I was like, and I just saw $250. Like, get this the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but it's popular amongst multiplayer fans, and I imagine I'm not saying it's going to succeed. I get the idea. Instead of building a Fortnite clone or an Overwatch clone or an Apex clone, you try to go after something that doesn't really have a whole lot of representation.
Yeah. Yarden, I am a hardcore PC player. I have
Rainbow Six Siege exists.
Yeah, that's old.
So is Tarkov. And Extraction is the newer version of that. And they're redoing that. There's like a new version of that coming out. So
I still think, maybe incorrectly, but I still think when Bungie does something, and it carries a lot of weight for a lot of people.
Oh, it does. And most of the people who would look at this are like, the reaction has not been great. Most people are like, there's just nothing special about this.
Oh,
like,
man.
It looks cool, but I'm not wowed. People are not wowed by this. Like the general people who are the Bungie audience, they're like, yeah, the overwhelming sentiment has just been like, it looks cool, but meh.
Okay.
Nah, fine.
So
I mean, I take your word for it. I thought it looked cool, but again, I would never play this. So
yeah, and I agree with Yarden. I don't. This is not the audience. Console players is not the one. And again,
So what does that mean for Bungie then?
Well, they also announced that they have the new Destiny 2 expansion coming out. So again, I think this game is going to have an audience. It's going to be not a large audience, and the fact that it's not free to play.
What does that mean? Is it big? Helldivers big?
Yeah, I don't even think it'll be Helldivers big. I think it may be a little smaller than Helldivers. I think it'll carry, and as long as they keep continuing to produce content, and because it's a paid product, it will be able to just kind of sustain itself. And then they'll have the expansion with Destiny. They have an announcement for that like first week of May. They'll have that next expansion. Destiny's going to keep going. And I think they still have one other game in development. So
okay.
I don't think this game is going to like shake up the world, but I also
if this game comes out and totally concords everything, they're okay?
We'll see. I think what will happen is they'll lose people to other studios. Like, you're going to go work on this instead. We're not kicking off any new stuff, so we're going to keep Destiny going, and you're not greenlighting any new things.
Yeah.
And to be clear, I was thinking like Helldivers today, not like viral week 1 of Helldivers.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like once all that hype died down, like what Helldivers is. I thought this game could do that. But
yeah, I think
everybody hates extraction shooters. I'm on the opposite end of like the YouTube channels and stuff that I do see. Again, I'm not in these communities, so again, I don't think it matters a lot. But of the ones I do, the people that play those games, the couple friends that I have that play competitive games, they really like extraction stuff. Mm-hmm. Like my one friend that's into iRacing and stuff, him and his friend, they play squads and they do Apex and stuff. And he tells me, he's like, we've played all these games, we're bored of those. Like, they want something new. So he was pretty excited about Marathon.
Has he seen Get the Fuck Out, or has he seen Den of Thieves?
I didn't ask him all those things. Yeah. I just
Get the Fuck
just
Out.
What
That's
he told me.
Yeah, it's a game called GTFO. Get the Fuck Out. And it's an extraction.
I know of it.
Game.
He likes. It's not just extraction. They just play multiplayer games, like squad-based multiplayer games, right? So he plays Destiny. He plays Apex. They like to play those games with him. So he asked me actually about Blueprints, and then I asked him about Marathon. He was like, "Yeah, me and my friend are going to play it." He also thought it was free though.
That's the other thing, the fact that it's not free. I don't know why anybody ever expected this game to be free. Like,
he was like, "Yeah, we're going to try it. It's free." I was like, "It's not free." He was like, "What?" Yeah. I was like, "No, they said it." So I was like, and I mentioned you. I was like, "My buddy's all into this." He says it's not free. I don't know what it is, but apparently it's not free. He was like, "Oh,
it'll probably be $40 to $50 because they said it's a premium game, but it's not going to be a full price game, which leads me to believe it's probably going to be $40 to $50." But yeah, this game was never going to be free. I don't know why people think that. Like, it was never going to be free.
The Fortnite-ification of the genre.
Fortnite, Apex, yeah. Unfortunately,
people expect these games to be free,
and that's part of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Fortnite ruined everything. That's how that works.
It's true.
Even on Fortnite.
It's very true.
Ruined everything that's not Fortnite.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, some other headlines. Dev, I mentioned a couple weeks ago that the developers for Katana Zero were going to show up at that show. They did.
Mm-hmm.
There was a new teaser for the game. Looked incredible. I posted. I'm not sure if you watched the trailer. The trailer was really cool.
Yep.
Really short shots, but like really invoking little snippet. Like, I saw several scenes and I was like, I need to know everything that's happening here. So very inviting in that regard. All they said at the end of the trailer was the DLC is still coming, and they said it's still free. So they've just been hacking away at this thing for however many years
now?
And they're apparently not going to charge anything for it. Yeah, it's 2 or 3 years at least.
Yeah.
So, Delvin, Terminator 2D No Fate pre-orders went up this week.
I saw
Collector's editions and everything. And everybody got excited. Everybody's excited about this game. And they clicked on Wario's link. And then they were all welcomed by the sticker price of $60.
Yep. Fucking $60.
And Dev makes fun of us for buying our old games. You better buy them before the price goes up because they're selling Super Nintendo games for $60 these days, I heard.
Yeah.
I mean, they were $60 when they came out, so
Right.
let's keep the party going.
Facts. Any sticker shock from you guys on Terminator?
I saw it. I was like, of course it is. And I just kind of moved on. I'm going to get it still.
Is that for the collector's edition or just like the regular?
No, that's
version?
the game.
How much is the regular
collector's edition's like $150.
Correct.
Look, man, these people put their time and energy into making this game. I don't think the fact that it looks like a Super Nintendo game should lower the price. Like, it's still development. Like, games are not easy to make.
Yeah,
so,
we're with you, but you know that
$60.
people aren't. Right?
People need to get the fuck on board and get over it.
I'm just saying, like, you know that people don't value, like, that's not how people make up what they think games are worth.
That's unfortunate.
Like, when people see a side-scrolling 2D game, they immediately think indie, cheaper game.
Yeah,
we ran into this with, was it Power Rangers? Was it Power Rangers like $40? And people were like,
Correct.
That's too much. I think even I was like, that's too much.
Mm.
But this goes back to what I was saying before. If you're going to release a game at that price, it's got to hit.
Yep.
Because if it doesn't hit, people are going to talk shit about that game for years to come.
I don't hate it. I'm not against it. But I'm not against anybody.
either.
I'm not against anybody charging what they want to do for their game. I hope, like,
Yeah,
in my head, I hope they stand behind it. I hope they're like, wait a minute, we made this game, we know what it's about, and we're telling you it's worth $60. You know, like, I love that energy. Like, it's good. Like, our game is really good. Maybe you can play these other games for $20, but our game's better than that. You know, like, stand on that business. But
I would have paid $60 for Streets of Rage 4. That game was that
I
good.
would have too.
Same with the Ninja Turtles game. I would have paid Shredder's Revenge. I'd have paid $60 for that.
I'm confused. All I hear from you, you spineless cowards, is how poor you are.
Yes.
So, I probably wasn't day one on this game anyway. So, like, I'll play it. I want to play it. It looks good, but I'm not so into Terminator that I gotta play it immediately. Like, I can wait on a sale.
Yeah, I'm not paying that. I'm not buying that game. I would pay for it if I was interested, but I'll wait for Donnie to buy it and play it on Steam if he gets it there instead of Switch too.
Nah, red cart.
Yeah,
all about the red carts. As many of them as I can. Unless, well, here's the thing. It'll probably be $13 on Steam like 8 days after it comes out, and then I'll get it there and then wait for it cheaper.
It'll be in a humble bundle.
Yeah.
And I'll just give you it.
Josh,
if it's in a humble bundle, I would say Josh will put it in our thing, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah, we'll be good.
And
they
yeah,
may buy it anyway. Josh or Nathan
you're-
may just buy that game.
I was gonna say Nate will probably just buy
They
it.
just buy it anyway.
Yeah.
And yes,
We are really
Yuki
lucky
Delvin,
in that
John
regard.
32 is crazy.
He
Like,
lost his goddamn
the
mind.
Steam
His
family
Canadian
share,
mind.
the Steam family share that we got into before they changed all the rules is kind of, I mean, that kind of wrecks like any value for games. Before they changed the rules, I invited my buddy. I was like, yeah, I got one more spot. I'll throw you my family plan. When I sent him a screenshot of our library, like he was like, you guys have every game. I was like, you're not wrong. We have a lot of them.
Insane. It is absolute madness.
And then he sent me his account, and I was like, oh, it's telling me we have to get together to do this. I was like, you should just come over then. He was like, really? I was like, it's worth it though, right? Like, I've got like 8,000 games
Give
here.
you
Like,
8,000 games.
Right, like,
drive
just-
over here, bitch.
Just come over.
What are you talking about? What the fuck's going on here? You privileged fuck. Get in your car and drive the fuck over. I'm giving you 8,000 games. Fuck.
Right. I love that clip. You tell me how poor you are.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I
Oh,
didn't
it's
want to
so
watch
good.
it.
I need to watch it with Jack.
Yeah, our Steam family just 2,150 games.
Yeah.
and Nate
And I don't
will
think that
just
counts.
keep buying the expensive ones.
I don't think
buy-
that counts. I don't think that counts duplicates,
It might not.
because a lot of our games we own 2 or 3 copies of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is insane.
Last of Us Season 2 opened up, and their first episode had 10% more viewership than the first episode for the first season, says HBO. So they're off and running. Off to a good start.
I can't wait till the next episode to see what happens.
Oh, you guys both watch it. You're enjoying it?
I didn't finish it yet. My kids kept coming down, and this is not something that they need to see. So I haven't finished it yet. But it's so far, I'm here.
It's a good episode.
Here for it. Yeah. I'm here for it. I'm ready to see where this goes and how they tell the story. But yeah. So far.
Did they do Abby in episode 1, like they said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Very cool. All right.
Yep.
I look forward to hearing from you guys as you keep going. I put this in, but I didn't actually finish it. Emu in the Game Kitchen, they put out an update today for Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Where you get to play as, I guess, one of the villains or something. I don't watch the whole trailer. Did you guys see that?
I mean, I saw the trailer that was on
see
mute,
that.
so I have no idea what the hell they were talking about. There's just some other character you can play as. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
whatever. You're
And
the
the
ninja.
last one that I threw in here before we talk rumors. And I threw this in here, honestly, because we didn't get a whole lot of questions, we got a whole lot of news. But this quote's going around. Lots of people are talking about it, at least in the Nintendo sphere. Lots of YouTubers, lots of influencers. I think every blog has written up a kind of an editorial on it. So Shuhei, former PlayStation guy, everybody loves Shuhei Yoshida, went on Easy Allies, did an interview. Of course, they asked him about the Switch 2 and what he thought about the Direct and everything. He said a lot of things. We'll go into it deeper on Nintendo Check. I have all the quotes. I have a feeling Rebecca probably has a lot of thoughts. But essentially the gist, the headline is that he did say that he thinks Nintendo is losing their identity. So lots of people are commenting and splitting that apart and doing semantics. You guys have any thoughts?
I mean, I would need to know more to really have any thoughts other than him just saying like losing their identity. Like how? Because they actually put some performance in the thing, or
he specifically mentioned, I can give you a little context. He specifically mentioned when he said their identity, he spoke about two things. Essentially the Switch 2's lack of like innovation. And he mentioned like Nintendo's always like changing things up and doing things differently. And he mentioned, he's like, the Switch 2 is just a better thing that already exists. He's like, which is what PlayStation and Xbox, he's like, that's what everybody else does. He's like, so Nintendo's doing what everybody else does. And he did specifically mention, he's like, they even had their hardware people in their show telling you about the stuff. He's like, that's stuff PlayStation does. He's like, so, I'm definitely paraphrasing because like I said, we'll probably turn this to a whole bit on the Shack, but I just thought if you guys had any thoughts on that idea.
So the Super Nintendo was just a better version of the Nintendo. It eventually got some weird stuff,
Had
you
more
got like
buttons.
had more buttons. You had your Super Scope 6 and like, Mario Paint. You had a keyboard and mouse, right? But that wasn't at launch. You had the Virtual Boy, which is just really strange, and that's probably like what he's alluding to. You have your Game Boy, and then you have the Game Boy Advance, which is just a better version of that because it now has
And
color
color.
and everything.
Game Boy Color.
And then, yeah, you have
Just
Game Boy Color,
literally.
which is literally just. But I'm looking at that's not really the next Game Boy. The Game Boy Advance was the next Game Boy. You got better graphics, a better Game Boy.
It was literally the next Game Boy, though.
Game Boy Color was still playing the same.
Jeff
game,
and
is
Mike
what I'm
have
saying.
argued about this forever and whether or not the Game Boy Color represents
Well, let's
like a
keep arguing
different
about it.
generation, but
It definitely doesn't because it's still playing the same games. It
Yes,
just doesn't
it's
have
the
the
same
color.
the Switch 2 is playing the same games.
But there's games made specifically.
I know. I'm just
They were
gonna
games
keep
made
going.
specifically for Game Boy Color, to be clear.
I'm gonna
They
keep
were.
going. So then, like for example, you have the Wii and you have the Wii U. It's got a little innovation, but for the most part,
Yeah, they added a U to it.
yeah. I feel like the Switch 2, while it's a better Switch, it's still like it having a mouse is something different. The whole way they're doing all the chat is something different. And Lord knows we're gonna get some wacky, weird stuff because Nintendo is Nintendo. But I don't think they're losing their identity in any way, shape, or form because they've actually brought some performance to the system.
I agree with you. What I want to say, and this will actually help me wordsmith this out before Sunday, because I've been thinking about this a little bit, not a lot, but I'm seeing the videos, seeing the tweets about it, so I'm thinking about it. I agree with you. All the things you've just said, like literally, I think every Nintendo person is saying that. They're like, it's got a mouse, it does a thing. Like they're all trying to like essentially prove Shuhei's wrong. I'm not saying that's what you're doing. Just like the Nintendo people, they're very defensive, of course. And I'm just trying to think differently about this. I think it's one of those situations where I actually think both things are probably true. Like I don't necessarily disagree with Shuhei. I think he's very clear to point out the change in marketing. But I think where I'm in here is maybe like I want to say like maybe like a higher level conversation instead of arguing about like different hardware gimmicks and stuff. Like when I see the headline, and I did actually go watch the Easy Allies clip, and I heard him say, and I think when you actually listen to it, I mean, I think Shu does a good job of at least giving his thoughts. I'm just more or less like thinking like, is that Nintendo's identity? What are these companies' identities? What's any console's identity? Like, the Wii U's identity might have been innovative and different, but is that Nintendo's identity? Is Nintendo's identity like completely change the game for innovation? It's almost like a lot of people expect Nintendo to innovate just for innovation's sake. Innovation has to come with the technology. The technology has to allow for innovation to happen. The Switch is nothing more than a Wii U in a different form. So if the Wii U was innovating, then I would suggest that the Switch is innovating in that same way. They're very similar. They have the same games, but they're both, the idea was to have on-screen and off-screen gameplay, which what the Wii U tried to do, technology wasn't there. The idea was there, the execution wasn't. They give past a few years, they tried again now with the Switch, and the Switch was innovative. It is a portable and a console. You play on the TV and on the go. You get the best of both, right? Yeah. So how is the Switch 2 not innovative? Like just because that's happened doesn't mean it's not innovation. It's just continuing that innovation. Like what do you want them to do? Strap it to your forehead?
But like, is there innovation? Is innovation their identity, or is making Nintendo games their identity?
So that's where I was going. When I think of what is Nintendo's identity, I don't think the Bear Claw, the Wiimote, the Wii Gamepad. I think Mario.
Same.
Their characters are their identity, and they can mix and match and put that in tacos and burritos and quesadillas. It doesn't matter because it's all Mexican food. Like it's just their IP, right? That is their identity. I don't think their identity relies on how they decide to package their hardware. Now, in like a more semantics term, I agree. I think there are innovations that the Switch 2 is maybe not getting credit for, right? People point to the mouse. There's two mice. Right? Both Joy-Con are a mouse. You could actually use both hands. Right, Mises. You could use both hands to do cool stuff, like they do with like drag drive, right? I think a mouse in itself is not innovative because we've had a mouse in PC forever. Yeah, but it is for console, and more importantly, the fact that it's like a standard SKU that every developer can can account that you have the ability to use a mouse if you want to.
It's not an add-on.
Right, it's not a gimmick. It's not for one game or two games. It's system-wide. So the Switch was a real great bridge between where consoles were at the time, software-wise, and where phones were. And you see a lot of that cross-pollination, where Switch has a lot of mobile games and mobile ports, as well as console down ports. I look at Switch 2 and what they're doing with the mouse, and I'm thinking, like, if they can bridge a gap where some of these PC-laden games can find a home on Switch, that's kind of innovative for software. You know, like you can play Age of Empires on your Xbox with a mouse and keyboard, but I don't think a whole lot of people actually know that you can do that because Xbox doesn't really go out of their way to tell you can, and they don't have a bunch of games that can do it. Before the system even comes out, we already have Metroid Prime using a mouse, and we already have the Civ people talking about you can play Civilization, like the mouse of mouse games. So like if we see more of those things show up on that platform because of that reason, that's pretty ingenious. But I also, again, my greater point is I don't think their ability to innovate really matters a whole lot to their ability to sell, because I don't think that's what they sell.
I agree, 1,000%. Their identity is like you said, Mario. It's the games. Like to me, that is Nintendo's identity.
Their properties, Disney.
Their properties, yeah. And however they decide to package their console, yeah, it's going to be different than whatever the other companies are doing because that's just always been Nintendo. But their true identity is in the games that they make, the experiences that you get when you play a Nintendo game. Like that's their identity, not necessarily just making sure they have some wacky, weird like accessory or whatnot. It's really about the experience you get when you play Nintendo games with others. Like that's really what their identity is. Like come here, have fun, play fun games.
I also think, I mean, I was probably saving this for Shaq, but I know people don't listen to both shows. So for those of you that do, I apologize. You may have to hear this again. I also think is the correct word losing their identity, like in Shu's case, or is maybe a more accurate term, is their identity evolving?
I was going to say they're evolving. They're not necessarily losing anything.
I look at Switch 2 and I look at the new faces that are in the marketing and I look at the product design and I see where their designers and their developers are. And I think I see people that are interested in talking about frame rates. They're excited about VR. They want to bring these technologies and these features to Nintendo games and what it could mean for Nintendo games, right? Is it like when you say like when I hear the headline losing their identity, like another thought that I had was like, of course they are. I've said this on Shaq for years now, especially all through COVID, but for definitely 4 or 5 years now. This Iwata passed away a long time ago. This isn't that Nintendo. Furukawa hasn't acted like that. They've been very risk averse. I think that's a more corporate Nintendo. I think people want like that playful, goofy risk Nintendo to come back. I don't think you can afford to do that in today's climate. I don't think you can afford a Wii U after a Switch, right? Like you can't do that like today, like you could perhaps. I think the environment's a little different. The margins are different. You have more to lose. You're like more dependent on shareholders and stuff than you were in 2013. And remember, in 2013, they were really buoyed by the 3DS and its success, right? They don't have two platforms. They're not managing multiple different revenue streams right now. They've got their console base, which is their gaming space, and then they have like their entertainment, which is their merchandise and the movies and stuff, right? But they don't have like if the Switch 2 fails, we'll just make X. That's it. Mm-hmm. It's the Switch 2. So expecting them to come out with, that's the other thing. What innovation were you looking for?
Right.
Like expecting them to come out with a VR headset or something else I can't imagine, like, I don't know, whatever they're thinking of, a PC crossover hybrid or something. Like, I don't know what people were wanting, but whatever you deem is innovation, like, was that really in the cards, like, with where they've been? Yarden says Iwata's been gone 10 years this year. I mean, it's a different Nintendo. I've been saying for years. I think that's very apparent with their marketing and how they've been very safe, very controlled. Yeah. It's not that, like, Iwata brought a very, like, playful gamer whimsy to Nintendo. And you definitely feel like that's a corporation. That's a business over there. They're doing business shit and running a business, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if maybe that's what he means. Maybe that's what he's saying. And if it is, he's right. But I don't necessarily think of it losing as much as it's a younger, like the younger, evolution. It's time for the next guard to come in and run Nintendo. Correct. Like Miyamoto's time is done. Like it's at the end. Guess what? Nobody wants to hear it, but Eiji's time is here. Aonuma's time with Zelda is nearing. Maybe not this console, but soon. And you see that with like Tears of the Kingdom. Like how experimental, how innovative is something like Tears of the Kingdom for a game like Zelda? Where you can fucking connect all this shit together and build these giant war machines and shit. That's crazy for like a Zelda game. I think I still see a lot of innovation within Nintendo games, like with their properties.
Absolutely.
You know,
It's plenty, and it's just an evolution. Like in Nintendo now isn't the same Nintendo that was doing GameCube. GameCube
No.
wasn't the same Nintendo that did NES. Like, it's just a constant evolution, but they still have the foundation of what their games are and the type of experiences that they want to deliver.
A lot of that
And
leadership, though, at the software level is the same. And now they're about to retire.
Yeah.
A lot of them, like Koji, Aonuma, Miyamoto, they've all been there. Literally, these software people, these hardware guys, they got started like on 64 and GameCube. They've been there since then. But this is their time to be leadership. They're driving the car now. You know, those other guys are there. They're kind of guiding, but it's their game now.
I just can't wait for people like Rebecca to see actual good frame rate and be able to recognize how much that affects games. Like,
I'm so excited. I'm so
I
excited.
really think that Nintendo has a very unique position in the fact that they're actually going to have a whole audience that actually gets to see performance.
It's
that
going to
normally
feel
doesn't.
It's going to feel generational.
Mm-hmm.
This is their PS3 to PS4 moment. This is a huge leap, and it's more so because even on PS4 we didn't make that big of a leap, but this is that leap for them. You know.
Yeah. I'm excited for the Switch too.
And people
I'm
compare
excited for everybody
generations.
getting theirs. Yeah.
Like software, you know, the Switch was very much like kind of like on a 360 level, but like all things with optimization and Nintendo's focus on how they make games could reach above and beyond that. The 360 could never play Doom Eternal. The Switch could, right? I think we're looking at the same thing with Switch 2. I don't think the Switch 2 is the answers to every third party. I don't think every third party game is going to run it 4K 60. No. It's not going to happen. I think a lot of them are going to be 1080p 30. But it's what this technology, it's what this leap means for a Nintendo game is going to be massive. What this means for a Kirby game or dare I say an open world Mario game, like a 3D open world Mario game with this type of power under the hood is a massive leap forward. Yeah. If you think of like how great Odyssey was, like just sit back, you know, this is a whole different level.
I'm still like, wow, Metroid running at 120 frame. Like, wow, y'all did.
And people are like, it looks like Halo 3, but Halo 3 didn't run like that.
Nope.
like Halo 3 did not run like that.
Yeah.
You know, still don't think it does. It still doesn't.
Metroid, it looks really good.
It
like,
really does.
I think people really like, we're in this weird era where if anything looks any kind of whimsical, like they're just like, oh, we're writing that off. It's not cutting edge. Like
that's the issue with Mario Kart.
Edge. It can be cutting edge and not look like The Last of Us. Like it doesn't have to look real to be cutting edge and be incredible. Like
I mean, this should come as no surprise being like the Nintendo person, but I have always been more shocked that others did not try to copy that, not try to be more like Nintendo.
I think it just seems like beat Nintendo. You can't beat.
Well, it's
Nintendo
not even beat them, but there's such a race for quadruple A photorealism, you know, lumen lighting, like all these technical terms to show like everybody like, oh, frame gen, look how great cyberpunk and the neon look. It's like, I love all that, but I also love Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Like equal, I love that game. It looks great. You know, there is an art to making a game with that sort of style, and it's like a lost art. And I've never understood. Like Nintendo gets it makes such a world of difference for that company. Their development costs are lower. They're not building nearly as long. They're turning around games that are faster. They're making games that are shorter. It just seems like the better way to run the business. You know, like if you were a manager, if you were a president, and you were looking at how you do business, and you look over there how they're like, why aren't we doing that? Like, why aren't we more like that? But
probably because those games just don't sell as much on the other platforms. Because you'd have to out Nintendo to draw that.
I think
audience.
It's like you can't do it unless you have their characters. You know, like if you're just trying to do it with your brand new character, nobody cares. But because it's Mario, Link, Kirby, and Pikachu, people care. People care about those characters.
Because Crash, Ratchet, and Jack ain't outdoing the Nintendo characters. Are just
and you're right, but I wasn't even making the case to like outdo them like that, like outsell those, or just have more things, like just, you know, adopt like the business model, you know, about like less shutting down projects and canceling multiplayer shooters and all. Like, just how about you just crank out every company should crank out one good Metroidvania and a platformer a year. Like, just pick a Metroidvania or a platform, like one a year. You should have one a year every year. You know, I've always called it Nintendo's bread and butter because it just seems like every year comes and goes, and they have a big one or not every once in a while, but they always have like that steady flow of that content. You can always depend. You're always getting a Mario versus Donkey Kong, a little Kirby game, a little 2D spin-off Zelda. You know, it's just like, why aren't more people doing these little quick joints?
Like you said, they don't have the characters to do that. That's really what it boils down to. And then if you try to introduce some new character and it doesn't take off, like, you can't do those games because
you're right.
It just doesn't work.
Because I immediately think of Sackboy, right? Big Adventure. Didn't it sell terribly?
Yeah, it didn't.
It's like the thing that I remember about all the reporting on the game is it sold horribly.
Yes.
So it's just like, and that's a great game.
It's a cute little fun game.
Really
I've
game.
played it too. My son loves it, but
those people don't care. That customer
audience
doesn't care.
is not there for that.
Send it to Switch, man. Delvin, get on the phone. Tell him to put Sackboy on Switch 2.
I'll call Shuhei tomorrow.
Right? We got Patapon, Hot Shots, Sackboy. We'll buy them.
Yeah.
They maybe won't. Maybe they don't appreciate it. We will.
Yeah.
We'll buy all that shit.
Yeah.
Send Astro over. We'll buy all that shit.
No, you don't work there anymore, Shuhei, but I know you can call in a favor.
Yeah.
Give us the sack.
Phone it in. But I also don't want to sound like I don't want to sound like I'm coming down on Shu, because I think there's something in what he's saying. Or at least he's pointing out the difference in Nintendo today than where they used to be. And I think a lot of people aren't like really realizing that shift has occurred. I think a lot of people still think the Switch is Iwata's Nintendo, and it's like, it was his idea, but this is not Iwata's Nintendo anymore.
Look at Shuhei, just come on PSVG and explain yourself. That's all. You go on everybody else podcast. Why the fuck not?
He's not alone. Reggie did it too. Reggie was talking about how he was like, I wouldn't have done that.
Reggie can come too. Reggie, you can come on Nintendo Shack. Thank you. Problem solved.
So. Any other thoughts?
No, y'all just keep getting me to defend the goddamn Nintendo Switch. This is ridiculous.
That's the plan.
It's gonna be great.
Return out the sack. Let them know. Return out the sack.
That should be the commercial. You imagine Sackboy coming out, just threads, just getting it.
I like it.
In the rumor mill this week, the Oblivion remake leaked via Virtuosa's website. So like, there's just screens and comparisons and clips. Could be shadow dropped at any moment. The going theory is that it'll be shadow dropped next week.
Just release the goddamn game. We already know.
If you want to play Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion remake, remastered, I don't know what they're calling it. Apparently, that's the going word, is that it'll probably be shadow drop next week. It features reworked stamina, sneaking, blocking, archery mechanics, hit reaction systems, as well as a fresh HUD, of course, and all the graphical improvements, everything you could hope for. So,
I have a friend who will be very, very excited. I've never played this game, and I don't give a shit.
I will definitely play it. When?
I'll try.
I don't know, but I definitely will play it. And if they make a red cart, I'll buy that too.
Yeah.
So,
where are you playing it, Delvin?
I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
Steam Deck.
You'll be playing it on Steam
I'll be
Deck.
playing it.
I'll be playing the game I'm excited for next week's Expedition 33. That one looks
Where are
dope
you playing
as
it?
fuck. I don't know.
Is that Claire Obscura RPG?
Are you
thing?
gonna play any Xbox games on your Xbox?
Nah, son. I'm playing what's called.
Listen,
You should trade it in.
You better
GameStop is
trade it in
giving good
before
money.
it's too
I
late.
can't trade it in. I'm playing fucking South of Midnight. I have to wait till they move South of Midnight to PlayStation.
No, you don't. You can play that on your Steam Deck. It's play anywhere. You can literally play that game Why do I know that and you don't?
My son I think my son has it on Steam Deck.
Yeah, because you have it on Game Pass. It's a play anywhere.
I don't have Game Pass
on
anymore. I got rid of
Steam
Game Pass a long time ago.
Yeah,
you can play it on Steam.
You buy it anywhere.
And that probably be it's probably a really good Steam Deck game.
Well, maybe I should just play it on Steam Deck. Just
You
sell my
should.
Xbox.
You
How
should.
much Xbox is going for right now?
Do you have an X or an S?
Oh
I
my
have the
God,
X.
we've been over this.
The S? Dude, I got
I have
like
the X.
200.
I have the X.
Oh, that's your
It's like
Switch 2.
$430.
That's
like
your Switch
430.
2. Go get that Switch 2 money before it's too late. do that shit tonight.
This is why every now and again, Delvin, you need to pop into Gen Pop. Every now and again.
Why?
Because we posted about how much money GameStop is giving people for consoles. And yes, they're giving people a lot.
Look here. This is what I have y'all for. That's what I'll talk to those people.
Well, if you're wanting to, like, if you're raising Switch 2 funds, that's your Switch 2, dude. That is your Switch 2.
He's not the poor of us. He definitely got.
Oh, I know.
This was going to
happen.
I'm going to go into Gen
He's going to show
Pop.
up to the pod with 2 Switch 2s, like the money meme.
I should.
But he's just got Switch 2s. He's like, yo,
that's a good idea. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to show up at Gen Pop one day. Then somebody going to say some dumbass comment about The Last of Us 2. Then I'm going to spend 2 hours yelling at them why they're wrong. Then you're going to be like, Delvin, don't do that anymore. I'm going to say, nah, son, fuck that. Fuck that.
In XP. That doesn't happen in Gen Pop. Gen Pop is a fun place. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Nothing really happens in there, to be perfectly honest.
I don't believe you.
Be all right.
Speaking of Switch 2 money, I got free Switch.
That sounds about right.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
My state is pushing out refunds. They collected over, so they're sending out refunds. So I'm getting a $500 check next month.
I gotta tell you, Florida
free
would
Switch
never
2.
do that. Florida would be like, we owe you money, but we're gonna ask you for more money.
Yeah, we're gonna take more. They're like PlayStation. The price just went up.
Yeah.
We owed you money, but the price went up, so we gotta hold it.
Could you imagine you buy a console and you go turn it on one day and it's like $50 to keep playing? They just put that shit.
That's
like
Florida in a nutshell.
Florida and California. Yeah.
So
many Mario Kart worlds. Yeah, that's 5 Mario Kart worlds. It's great.
I'm suddenly very flush in Switch fun. So I wasn't planning on getting a Pro Controller. Maybe I do. Maybe I grab a couple extra games. You never know.
I wanted my mama to know about this money. Mom, you're getting $500. Let me hold about 100.
Yeah.
Shouldn't give you that Delvin treatment like you did Dev.
Basically.
Anyway, you can come to church this Sunday. Just walks right on by that request.
Yeah.
Like it never even happened.
Yeah.
I hear it's going to rain tomorrow.
Yeah. So it's probably what she's going to do.
The recent rumors going around is that Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders may go up next Wednesday, Thursday. They're saying the 23rd. There's back-end listings. There's CSS, XML listings that people are trying to, it's funny. I think there are people calling data miner. I'm like, you mean F12? So I've been to the website and hit inspect.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, that's not data mining.
Not at all. Not even a little bit.
Does that mean I'm a data miner?
But
no.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me.
Plenty of times.
I'd guess Tuesday on Shaq.
Fuck in my hat.
I would love to see you accidentally hit the F12 button.
I've done that so many fucking times.
And just react to what happened on the screen.
Man.
Dev, he was like, God damn it, I'm a hacker.
What did I do? Can I do this again?
I'm in the mainframe. Delvin Jr. I got in the mainframe. Is this the Matrix?
Yeah.
Like he knows what the hell a mainframe is. Stop.
100% he did that.
That's not in his vocabulary.
Yeah.
He would have just said the Matrix.
Yeah, the Matrix.
What the script? What the fuck? So anyway, I said Tuesday on Shaq because I was thinking if they announce pre-orders tomorrow, because they have a Mario Kart Direct tomorrow. So I imagine tomorrow, either like in the Direct or on socials, they could be like, and we're opening pre-orders such and such. I was thinking like 5 to 7 days. So Tuesday through Thursday. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
yeah.
Godspeed. May the odds be forever in our favors. I hope we can get them. Over. I'm not going to lie to you. I have a very, very busy day planned for Wednesday. And if it's Wednesday, I might have to call in sick.
Hey.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Nintendo.
Don't feel well.
Nintendo and Skybound are fucking me over right now.
Like I know it's allergies or something. What the hell is Skybound?
Skybound's a comic book company.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you know about this, Dev. They have a Kickstarter right now for the Transformers comic books, the compendium of all the Transformers comic book, and it has a nice.
Didn't you show us that or something?
I feel like he did at some point.
Yeah.
Yes, I have the G.I. Joe one. They have a Transformers one now.
Mm-hmm.
It's $150.
That's not even two Mario Karts.
That doesn't sound like anything. 150 for that?
Come on.
You said
Delvin,
you
of
sound
all
like
the stories you told us.
I'm confused. All I hear from you spineless cowards, is how poor you are.
Correct.
But see, this is the thing. The Kickstarter is going now.
So
it's going to be $200 because it's $50 shipping. So I'll have to get that and the Switch too.
Okay.
I'm really rooting for Monday, Thursday,
here.
Riley, John. Monday or Thursday would be best for me.
Delvin, that's
Just buy
the
the
money
book.
I asked you to hold. Just go ahead and do that. You
Listen,
got that? You got that.
Go to GameStop.
Okay.
Give them your Series X. Problem solved.
That's a good point.
You're not playing it anyway. How many
I am
Series
playing
X's?
it. I'm literally playing South of Midnight.
How many Series X's do you have?
Just one.
Oh wow! I was expecting him to have. I was expecting.
When's the
3 or 4 of
last
them.
time you played it outside of South of Midnight?
Indiana Jones. Those are the two.
How long did you play Indiana Jones for?
Did that come out on
12
PlayStation
hours?
already or not?
12
It comes out
hours.
this week.
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I think tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
So you played it for 12 hours
now you
waiting
have
to get it on PlayStation.
PlayStation 5. You just had it early. You got to beta test it.
How many updates
played a
did
demo.
you have to install when you turned on your Xbox?
Yeah, you played a demo. You
Yeah, that's what it
demoed.
was.
You got a demo of Indiana Jones for $500. Good job.
Yeah. Pretty much.
If you don't get rid of that thing,
It might be time.
I mean, if you want to switch too, I mean that's
time.
easy. It's you just take the money from there and you just move it right, and you're done.
You know,
then you buy your Transformers book.
Yeah.
yeah. This is
'Cause look,
making more and more sense.
I'm gonna tell you now, if you don't do it, Delvin Jr. is gonna come home and that Switch, that's just gonna be gone. The X is gonna be gone. You're gonna trade it in.
X going to give it to you. Going to give you the Transformers Compendium is what it's going to give you.
Yeah. I might just have to do that. Just take my X and just say goodbye.
We have a question. What would you rather have, Delvin?
Switch 2. Because the games are going to, that Series X games are going to come to Switch 2 anyway.
This is true.
It's not going to make a difference. My mother lives there, so that's not a bad idea.
You
So
can
go
come
take
here.
her money. Be like, look, let me get that 500. Stop playing.
500 is only for married people with dependents.
She's
If you're
married.
married with no dependents, it's less. If you're single and not married, it's less. Like it keeps
She's
going
married.
down.
I don't think she likes her husband, but she's married. They've been married for a long time.
It's like 250.
I said, God damn it, Loch Ness sponsor. I ain't got no tree fitting.
So that's it. That's the news. That's the
I'm not
rumors.
getting married again, so that's absolutely out of the question. That's just over with.
You say that.
I got out of jail,
Okay.
and I am not going back.
What's your girlfriend's name?
I'm
The
not
steak
saying it on
girl.
this podcast
Steak
anymore.
girl's name.
Absolutely not. Now, if you telling her I said that,
Absolutely not. Is the damn how she eats steak with ketchup. That's absolutely.
yeah,
not.
that also.
Delvin Jr. You need
That's
to
why
go
you're not
tell
getting
his
married.
girlfriend that he said he ain't get married again.
Yeah, she'll find out soon enough. That shit's
Hold his Xbox ransom.
over under 0.5 more weddings.
That's funny.
Oh, that's good stuff. Speaking
I had
of
to-
over under, it's the rude time.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, you can go ahead. Go
Oh no, I was gonna get like real sappy, and it wasn't even all that connected. I don't even know. You're just talking about weddings and stuff. I was just gonna say, today I wrote a letter to my daughter for graduating. Melissa had sent me an email. Apparently, you're supposed to do this. I didn't know. Like they were like, parents, please pen letters for your graduates. They'll read it upon graduation. They'll get a letter. But I didn't know that was a thing. Nobody wrote me a letter. I didn't get shit.
No.
But
Look, we didn't get anything. These kids get everything now. We got nothing.
apparently so. But yeah, I sat there and penned a letter, and I was all sappy and emotional. But I hope she likes it.
Aw.
Oh, that's so cute. Anyways, over and unders from the rude days.
You piece of shit, Root Days. Get this shit right this fucking week. You fuck
You
up.
get nothing. You get nothing, Delvin. You nothing.
Just
sir.
willy-nilly changing the fucking rules every goddamn week.
I don't think we changed the rules. I think we just
This game,
knew
he
the
does what he
answer.
wants.
Just change them for me. Just this fucking week.
You didn't know the answer.
You didn't know. We all knew
It
you
doesn't
didn't know.
fucking matter if I knew the
all
answer.
knew you didn't
It
know.
doesn't. That is not how the game is played.
It does though, because here's the
Apparently
difference.
It is.
But let me allow me to respond. I'd like to counter your argument.
Okay.
You are assuming that in that moment, that situation is like all the other situations, but it is not. It is different. The Rude asked us a question we were already thought to know the answer of. We did not have to wait for the Rude to confirm it after it happened, like the outcome of a game or a Metacritic score. Right? The Rude asked us, "Do you know my favorite team?" And Dev and I did. We said yes, we do know.
The problem is
we know that you did not know it.
The problem is you gave the answer.
Know that you did not.
The problem is you gave the answer.
Correct. After
You
we all knew
you should have
didn't
said,
know.
Delvin, you go first. And if I say wrong, then you say, no, this is the answer. That's not how that works.
We just knew. You could tell
doesn't matter.
we could tell by
actually
your
never
reactions.
Said a team.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I checked the thing. No, I didn't.
I know. You didn't say a team, exactly. So
I said, okay, I'm going to go with y'all. That was the answer.
Unfortunately, that's not the answer we were looking for.
Sorry.
That wasn't it.
That is not how this works.
That works with the how far will Kentucky go.
No.
Right.
But it was bonus points to know that it was Kentucky, which
son.
we knew.
Fuck that.
And you didn't.
Wrong.
We knew it.
Wrong. Rude days.
And you did not.
Fix your fucking mistake. Get this shit right. Bad enough America is fucking broken. God damn it, PSVG will not be broken as well.
Unfortunately, Delvin, you did not get the point.
No. Really shamed me for having a sick ass kid in the hospital. Kid dying in the hospital. She was not dying. She was fine. But it's like, you should have came to fucking work. Fuck you, Rude Days.
Rejected.
In the hospital, goddamn dying. What does countries come to? Moving to Canada. Or at least still in their health care. One or the other. I can't figure it out yet.
Get an address.
Good luck with all that.
Yeah. And then this cocksucker started talking about the fucking Last of Us. I'm done.
Let me ask, are people really arguing over the TV show as much as they did the game?
Yes. And it's fucking
like
stupid.
that?
Yes. And
it's just
I'm not
divisive all around.
And I'm not even mad at the fact that they're arguing over it. It's that they're just making up shit now. To be mad at. They're just making up shit. That's not even true. Like, why are you just making that up?
See,
There's plenty of things to be mad at actually about.
Kind of crazy.
No, you
You're
can't.
never going to win an argument against somebody who's making up arguments.
Yeah, they're making up shit to be mad about. It's not even like, this isn't even a factual thing that happened. You're just making shit up.
Madness.
Yes, Riley. Make PSVG great again. I'm going to get that on a hat. But it's going to be a blue hat.
Oh my.
Yes, as long as it's not a red hat.
Let's not make that
Them
happen.
hats are atrocious.
Ugh. Gross. All right, so the Rude Days is a scoring update for the NBA standings. It says if your name is next to it, you scored a point. So the Lakers in third place, Devin, Delvin, Donnie. So we all got a point for that.
3D.
Nuggets came in fourth. Nobody got that.
Screwed us.
The Clippers
Almost.
in fifth place. I got that point.
Nice.
The Timberwolves, who climbed all the way up from 8 to 6, Donnie got that point.
You
The
piece of
Warriors-
I
shit.
feel like I should get double points for that.
I mean, you might because
That's a good call, right? Like, I should at least get
not
2
see that
points.
coming.
That's a good
I
call.
picked the
I
last
agree
place
with
team
that.
to move up.
I agree with that kind of.
And the Warriors slid down to 7, nobody got. And then the Grizzlies coming in 8th. Donnie somehow also figured that one out.
Good job, Donnie.
So
Did the Lakers get the Wolves?
Yes.
That's not good. That's not good for the Lakers, man.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just going to tell you. You're going to have to earn that one.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Who's playing center?
Who knows?
Or power forward? Who's playing?
We don't
any
have
big
we
man?
don't do that. We don't do that here in La La Land. We
Lakers,
don't play.
Riley. No. There's no way the Lakers come out. Not a chance.
They have to get really, really lucky, and other teams got to be really hurt or play terribly.
Perhaps. And even then, their deficiencies will haunt them in a 7-game series eventually.
Yeah, I don't know that Luka and LeBron can overcome that.
No, not for a whole series.
Yeah. So Rude Day says the Warriors collapsing really screwed everyone. This makes the score the comeback kid Donnie at 16. I call protest, but don't show up for work. Delvin 17.
Fuck you, Rude Days.
And
Protest
Nintendo's
these
number
nuts.
1 fan, Devin with 21. We got 2 weeks remaining in the season. We have 2 over or under still to be determined. So at this point, it's still anyone's game. So this week's over-unders, 86.5 for the Oblivion remaster or remake. The previous Oblivion scored a 94 on the 360.
That's a really good one.
I'm going first.
Tough. Go ahead.
I'm going to go the under.
So,
You thinking under, huh?
I'm thinking the under.
Under on Oblivion. Like, Oblivion is like so beloved.
mm-hmm.
I don't know that they
I
have
agree.
to do. If they put out the exact same game with just a little bit of a coat of paint, I feel like it would do well. But
what if
you
it's-
think under?
What if it's broken?
It's Bethesda.
More
It's gonna be
broken than Bethesda games usually are.
It's virtuous. No, Bethesda.
I don't know what the hell Virtuous does, so I got
They're
nothing.
porting it. There's a studio.
I mean, I figure that. I just don't know what else they've done to be able, like, yeah.
Oh, they do all the shit.
I gotta go over. I feel like
Virtuos
it's
Studios.
oblivious. I don't feel like it's gonna get under 86. I feel like this is a 90.
Could be. I'm going down.
Yeah.
Sticking
I'm
with my
I'm gonna take the over just cause. Donnie, what say you?
They did ports of Nier Automata, NBA 2K, BioShock Collection, Outriders, lots of stuff.
Ports to where?
Different consoles, like different consoles, PC. They'll take development. Switch. They ported Marvel's Midnight Suns. They helped do Kenna.
There you go.
Maybe
That's
they
something.
did the Xbox port. So yeah, they do all that shit. It's kind of what they do. So I expect the port will be good. There is a lot of worry that like they're shadow dropping, so that means it's like being rushed or something. I think the idea of that was to surprise.
Yeah.
Problem is, the surprise has been out of the bag for like 6 weeks.
Yes. It's
So
been a
it
month
won't be
now.
much a surprise at all to anybody. But I think that was the idea, was to just shock. Like, oh, it's out now and you can play it. So I'm going to take the under.
Okay. All right. The next one is who you got? Nuggets versus Clippers. 1 point for the winner. Another if you guess the correct number of games.
Okay.
This isn't a play-in. This is just
No, this is the series.
Yeah.
We got a while away for that one. Shit.
We got to
Kawhi,
watch
how hurt?
the Bulls. We
How
gotta
hurt
watch the
is
Bulls to
Kawhi?
play.
Nuggets in 5.
Wow. 5?
Yeah.
Kawhi's good though, right? Thought he was fine.
Who knows, man? Do we
And
ever
they're-
know?
And they won like their last like 6 games. They're on a roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, they moved up.
They've won. They're coming in on a 10-game win streak. And Kawhi played all week last week, in which he scored 29, 22, 28, and 35.
There you go.
So Kawhi's here.
Stick with my choice.
Nugs in 5, huh?
Nuggets and Clippers, both 50 and 32. 8-game win streak for the Clippers, 3-game win streak for the Nuggets. Nuggets a little more tested.
They're actually
no coach, though.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They're actually 15 and 2 over their last 17.
Wow. I'm gonna go Denver in 6. I don't think they're stopping Joker.
You guys have put me in a bind here because I think most of the world is picking the Clippers to pull the upset. They're hot. They're hot and they look ready, and the Nuggets just fired everybody, and they look like they're a mess. And I was coming here prepared to take the Nuggets because for all the mess that they are, Jokic is still Jokic.
Yeah. Correct.
And I wouldn't be so quick to just – I wouldn't say pick against them because, I mean, I honestly think this is a flip. I think this could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
But the Clippers are playing
against the Clippers.
The Clippers are playing great right now. But because you both took the Nuggets, now I want to take the Clippers.
Clippers going Clipper.
That's my thing. Like, I feel like James Harden doesn't really step up in the playoffs when it matters. Kawhi can all of a sudden get hurt at a drop of a dime. And who the hell is
He also could score
Jokic?
35 a game for the next 10 games.
That's also true. But the Clippers.
He is that guy. He's that dude.
He ain't been that dude in a long time.
Well, he's been that dude for 3 weeks. I'm looking at his game log, man. He's been that dude.
So that to me tells me he's due to get hurt.
He's been that dude since March 4th.
Good month.
He's been pretty good, man.
So he's on the down. He's on the decline. Then he's about to. He hit his peak. He's about to.
That's one way to look at it. I don't know. I think they've just got a little bit more depth than, like, I understand why people are betting the Clippers here. When it comes to trying to pull an upset, like, I think this is a really good bet. So I will take the Clips. I want to say 7, but a lot of these series don't go that long, especially the early series. So I would say Clips in 6.
Okay.
Oh, they got Ben Simmons. They're just gonna get. That's the problem. He's gonna drag them down. I forgot Ben Simmons is a Clipper. Ugh.
That's true. I forgot about that too. That's probably good. Yeah, but I'll counter pick Clips in 6.
Yeah, I also just can't root for the JV team. Fuck the Clippers.
Yeah.
I get it. I was ready to pick the Nugs in 6, and then you both took the Nuggets.
Yeah.
All right. So next is Rockets Warriors.
I'm way more excited about this one because this is the one everybody's talking about. The Warriors are the betting favorite in this series.
Yeah.
Like Vegas. They have Vegas odds. They are the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
They're a 7 seed.
Yeah.
But it's the Warriors.
That's the thing. It's the Warriors, and it's this untested Houston team.
Right. I know my pick. I was ready for this one, so my pick's locked in, but I'm last, so I will say I'll go last.
Rockets in 6.
Rockets in 6. Interesting. I don't even know who the hell is on the Rockets at this point in time.
Bunch of black people.
You keep saying that. I do.
I'm just like, who
but
the
you
hell
keep saying that over and over again.
Who are these people? Yeah, I don't know, man.
Fucking Dylan Brooks, man.
Stop it. All right, stop it.
Jeff Green.
The Dylan Brooks.
He retired 13 years ago. Why is that? It can't be the same Jeff Green. It looked like Jeff Green. It looks like the Jeff Green, like the Jeff Green.
It is the Jeff Green for sure.
Is he like 60? Fucking old is this man?
You know, black don't crack. He might be 75.
He's been playing forever.
Uncle Jeff Green.
Dude was drafted in 2007.
Yeah.
He said, "You know what? I'm gonna out LeBron at this point."
All right, Dev, to make your pick more tension, I got Rockets in 5.
Damn, you going against Jimmy Butler and Steph and Draymond?
Yes.
In 5 at that.
That's
the Rockets are that good, huh?
I don't know if maybe. I don't know if they're that good. But I got I don't know. I'm calling a flyer. Going out on a limb on this one.
You want a big upset here, huh?
You make your pick, and I'll explain my pick.
I don't know, man.
You're going to eat these words, Delvin, when Steph just starts fucking raining threes.
Yeah, then that's going to be a problem.
Like you did last
See that,
night.
and Jalen Green. Who are these?
I know all these people. These people
Of
are
course
really good.
you do.
Amin Thompson's one of the best players in the league. Tari Eason, Jabari. Yeah, these dudes are good.
Yes, Amen is pretty good.
Fred Van Fleet. Riley says. Yeah, they got Van Fleet. Yeah. Get excited.
They've only got one player averaging 20 points. This is a team.
Yeah.
This is like a college team here.
Alfred Sengun is one of the better offensive players in the league.
He's just making up names.
No.
Yeah, I mean, he could be.
He can say anything.
Alfred Sengun, like he just...
Yeah.
Call Wash Jones. He's very good at the free throw line.
Wash Jones. Dev, give us your pick.
Yeah, I'm going with Golden State. I feel like this Houston team is a little untested.
That's the money. That's the
that
favorite
is a good answer.
Bet. The favorite bet right now, and the reason that Vegas is betting the Warriors is the Houston's young, and playoff experience does matter.
Mm-hmm.
Here's why I'm picking against them. Here's why I'm going to 5. The Warriors have zero size. Zero size, and to be honest with you, they're actually not all that athletic. They're old. They're old and they're slow. And the opposite of that is the Houston Rockets. They're young. They are fast. They've got wings and bigs everywhere. Their problem, they're not a great shooting team, right? They go hot and cold. But I'm betting that their athleticism and their defense keeps them in to weather those storms. And I just don't know what are they going to do? They're going to play Steph 40 minutes a game? Because the Rockets, as Shaq would say, them young boys, they coming. They've got 5 dudes that they can put on Curry. Not 1 or 2, 5. And none of them are Fred VanVleet. They've got legit defensive stars. So I'm not too. I don't see a whole lot of hope besides you're just the Warriors have been there, they're better. But on paper, I don't see a whole lot.
I don't pay attention to paper. You know that. I go on vibes.
This is not a whole lot to bet off of here.
Unless Houston gives me no vibes. I've got no vibes.
Historically plays poorly, or just shoots poorly.
They will.
It's possible.
They will. They're young.
I just feel like they can. I feel like they can muscle. They can out-muscle. They can just dump it in. They got Adams, Sengun. They just fucking crush it.
Adams doesn't play offense. He just beats people up.
Good. Because the center for the Warriors is 6'8". So go in there, beat people up. Good. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll eat these words a week from now, but for whatever reason, I think this is a really bad matchup for Golden State that nobody's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know who these people are, so I can't vote for them. I can't ride with them. I don't know these people. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Their 7th man might be more athletic than anybody on the Warriors.
That's fine. You can be athletic as you want. If you can't shoot the ball, it don't matter.
And I would say outside of Kuminga, but they didn't play Kuminga last night. So I don't know if he's hurt or if they're just not putting him in anymore. If they're just not putting him in anymore, that's even worse. Because in a series against the Rockets, you're going to need him. He needs to be out there. Because these dudes are fast.
I believe in Jimmy Buckets. That's all I got.
They're not the 2 seed. They're not the 2 seed for nothing. People act like they lucked. We talk about how crazy of a grind the West is, and we act like the 2 seed for the West don't mean shit. We're picking the 7 seed to beat them.
Yeah.
These dudes are good.
I don't doubt that. I mean, I got no vibes from this team. I don't know who they are. Can't ride with them.
Sure.
I got to ride with Jimmy Buckets. I got to do what I got to do.
Facts. Fair.
All right.
It's fun.
We'll see what happens in a few weeks. We got a couple of things, and in 2 weeks we'll find out who wins this season.
I gotta watch. I haven't done any sports for a month.
I haven't done any sports all year. I haven't watched a full game at all. I legitimately do not care.
I watched a little Formula One, but I haven't really been doing a whole lot of sports here really lately. Kind of zoned out.
I got nothing at all. No clue. All I know is my Niners traded away everybody or released people, and I'm very sad about that. But
we signed Flacco.
I saw that.
Yeah, we got Joe back.
Brought back the Flack.
Yeah, I'm excited. When is the draft? Isn't it soon?
I have no idea.
I think it's this week or next week or something like that. I'm excited to see who they pick.
I couldn't tell Travis Hunter. Who any of these players are.
You know Travis Hunter.
I know Travis Hunter and I know Shader Sanders, but that's only because they're constantly in the news.
Take Travis Hunter. Let Joe fucking fling him the ball. Pretty good recipe. He's old, but dude can sling it, man. What is the weekend? What is he? This is the weekend, Donnie. What's the weekend? What am I missing? Oh, yeah. Well, Devin asked me about that earlier. I'm not super hyped for WrestleMania either.
Speaking of WrestleMania, Kyle the Pug says, which WrestleMania 41 match do you think will stand out as one of the best matches of the weekend?
Ooh, that's a different question. I'm all in on the Punk Cena, the Punk Roman Seth thing. That's a great story, great build. All in. Gotta watch it.
I think best match of the night will be the women's triple threat.
Best match, I would go for the IC 4-way.
That is going to be fun.
Because I think those dudes can throw down. That's like on paper, it looks like a steal the show kind of match.
Yeah.
They're all young. It's like, let's go out there and fucking tear the house down. Fuck these guys.
I think the women's triple threat is going to be that match. It's going to tear the house down.
Yeah.
And I think the Jimmy Uso Gunther match is going to surprise a lot of people.
I hope so, because that's not been super great. Gunther, no offense, Gunther deserves better.
Yeah.
So.
His name is Gunther. He doesn't deserve shit. With a name like Gunther, you deserve
great. He's doing great work, and for my part, it feels like he's mostly been carrying Jay. And then it looks like they're just going to give him the honors, too. So he's been carrying Jay, and he's about to put Jay over, which is fine. His gimmick's hot. I've got no problems with that. It's all make-believe anyway.
Super popular.
And if anything, I would hope that maybe it gets him out of, like, the swirl where they put that title and puts him into like the main picture, because that's where he deserves to be. Gunther Cody could be like great.
Right? It should be great.
Right. He should be up there doing things with Cody, with Roman, with Punk. Not.
They should treat that title the way it needs to be treated. They haven't been
treating like the mid-card heavyweight title. It's like he's better than that. That should be like LA Knight's title. That should be his first heavyweight run. Like LA Knight, Jay, now you're talking. We're on the right path, right? But Gunther's better than that.
Whatever happened to Joe Hendry? Do we still believe in him? What happened?
Yes. He's in TNA. Once his contract goes up, he'll be in WWE and people will believe in him again.
How's his work?
Solid.
Because once like the viral theme song runs out, like can he still stand on his own?
He can work decent. He's not like
Is this like a Breezango thing, or is he better?
No. He's better than Breezango.
All right.
But he can work. He's solid.
I think he's funny.
Yeah, he's he'll fit in very well at WWE. I'll say that much.
Are you excited for Mania, Dev? You were last year.
I don't know what the hell's happening. I don't care.
I'm waiting for Charlotte and Tiffany to beat the shit out of each other. I want to see blood. I just want to see Tiffany just like fucking kick her in the face.
Yeah.
Those two hate each other. You like it, Dev. They went totally off script, started throwing names and started accusing of sleeping with each other's boyfriends and shit, like on air.
Became like Jerry Springer.
Not kayfabe boyfriends, not storyline, like her real boyfriend.
Yeah, her actual boyfriend.
Why is he in my DMs? I was like,
I don't care for either of those two, so I don't.
Sure. Well, it's even better for you. Watch them beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, Dan. You don't like white women? What's wrong with you?
No.
What's up with that?
No, I don't play the snow.
That's
I don't play the snow. You know that.
You think so, Jace? I don't think so, dude.
Appreciates that.
I don't think so. I don't think I'm getting worked.
I'm here for that triple threat match.
Tiffany dipped out of the ring like somebody that knew she was about to get her ass beat.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, maybe she's that good, but I don't think so. I don't think so.
She got her like, gotcha, bitch.
I mean, look, if I am getting worked, then hats off to her, because that shit looked as real as I've seen the wrestling ring in some time. Like, that was a quick reaction. That wasn't like a stage reaction. She was like, I need to get out of here.
She's going to knock the fuck out of me. Charlotte Flair's a big woman.
She looked like, she's big.
She's not like small.
She's about to fucking kick the shit out of her.
She's not a small woman. She's very tall.
You could tell it was like the instinctual way, like it was an instant movement. It was a reactive moment. It was like, I don't know if that was scripted.
It was not scripted.
So.
I have no idea what's happening, but that's okay. John 32 wants to know, is Xbox positioned to weather the tariff reality? With everything being an Xbox, cloud, and Game Pass, did they fall as backwards into the correct corporate strategy?
They followed something.
By God, son, was it a work or a shoot? That's all I could hear in my head.
I can't.
Dev's like, I don't know what's going on. Oh, I just have Steve Austin just going on in my head.
I don't know what the
God
hell
damn, kid! Dev's like, I don't know what's happening.
I want to make my Xbox. That was bad.
Yeah, you can.
No, I don't.
Why can't you? We've been over this.
This
Delvin.
is gonna be one of the times where I'm gonna, because people don't think I hate Xbox. That's why.
We don't. Nobody cares if you hate Xbox.
I don't hate Xbox.
Xbox hates themselves.
They
It's
do.
fine. Say what you want to say.
I can't wait to see Phil Spencer in the White House. It's gonna happen.
What?
He's gonna be in the White House. I can't wait to see Phil Spencer at the White House.
Why is he going to be there?
Why is he going to be there? Where are we going with this?
Because Xbox gonna make that deal with Trump, baby. Them PlayStation tariffs. Xbox is gonna be everywhere, baby.
The official console
so.
for the Republicans. Like what?
Yes, the official console for the White
Make
House
America great again.
with these Xboxes.
Listen,
Buy American, buy Microsoft, buy Xbox.
Yes,
the foolery here is that all of their consoles and hardware and everything are made over there anyway. They're not putting all that into.
they don't know that.
do know that.
Just like those shirts, just like the hats.
Right. And they'll get special exemptions for the parts for the Xbox.
For just them.
Yes.
The American,
I think it's more
the American
likely.
brand.
I think it's more likely Microsoft rallies with the other video game developers.
That's what's
to get
100%
an exemption for all of them, not
yeah.
just for them.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course, but that's not funny.
Yeah. No,
that's not the funny thing.
It would be hilarious
Because people are already saying that. They're like, you've already said that. Oh, Xbox going to be in a good position now.
I want to make the case that if we have a lot of shortages and stuff, you could say, like, it'd be really good to have a nice cloud thing to offer people. But does anybody care? I still don't think anybody cares.
People are not buying that shit. People are.
Right.
People
It
are.
can be cheap and the prices can go up and you can have shortages and be poor and people still don't want to cloud game.
Yes, people are.
D-Life does.
Donnie, we were on a show Sunday where you were like, I will pay $900 for this Switch. They're not buying an Xbox. And he was dead ass serious. Like,
watch me.
People were agreeing with him.
And my price went up when the government just gave me an extra bonus. So like I've got more to spare.
People do not give a fuck about the Xbox.
I mean, look,
Yeah.
it's as simple as, right, like Nintendo's business is they make a console. They make a console and they sell a console. And increasingly, Xbox and PlayStation's is we have PCs. These are custom PCs that you can play. You can play all this shit on a PC, but we have a special version of that you can play. Right? And I think there's limited appeal there, macro level, like holistically. With in Xbox's case, it's way off the deep end. Because like all the features and services are on both. They're actively trying to like release a PC hand. Like they seem more interested in moving you to PC than even selling their own console.
Exactly.
So, at least PlayStation still has like the hope of timed exclusivity and they hope you don't think about it too much. Xbox not even doing that. So I don't think it really matters. I don't think the tariffs are really, I don't think it's going to shift. I don't even know. What do we even call it? Console, like market share? Like what is Xbox's? Talk about identity. What is Xbox's market share anymore? They're not in the building a platform business.
No.
They're in the selling the software business. They're just selling games to everybody.
That's why you get that red hat, put it on Xbox.
They're just third party. If anything, I think more likely they'd just be like, listen, we're not even going to do a box. like that's more likely on the table than the tariffs are helping them sell more boxes.
They're gonna tell you buy a Steam Deck. Go buy a Steam Deck.
I mean, wait for
the box out of Xbox. It's just X now.
I really kind of wish Xbox like had like a green box for PlayStation 5 and a green box for Switch 2. And they're like, listen, this is the Xbox console and this is the Xbox portable. And we're putting our games on it. Like, because I mean, at this point, why not? It's funny because the rumors, all the leaks dropped for I believe in this week. And that was my first comment. And I put it in the Xbox chat and I was like, put it on a red cart. And Josh was like, oh my God, is this going to be every game? I was like, yeah, Yeah, it is. Why wouldn't it be?
See,
Like,
it's already working. Red
have-
red hat.
We're going there.
Wow.
Now you see the vision.
They have they've done this to themselves. So don't get mad at me when every time they release a game, I ask for a Switch 2 version. Because they said everything's on Xbox and they said they care about Switch 2. Okay, well then fucking put the game there and I'll buy it. Yeah. Okay, until then that's it. That's it. Like, okay, EA,
Just
listen
be like,
to me.
you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it.
Guess
But
what?
it is
Xbox
it is.
doesn't deserve us.
Yeah.
This is true.
Talk about Shuhei. Shuhei, why don't you talk about how many identities Xbox has lost in the last couple years?
A lot.
They lose identities like changing damn outfits.
That's like I said.
They've had fucking 3 or 4. They have multi-personality disorder.
All they gotta do change one
bad.
more outfit. One more outfit change, baby.
Look, the reality is you don't want to be like Delvin because then you'd have an Xbox.
That's correct. Don't be
I
like
gotta
me.
put that clip in the thing. Then you'd have an Xbox.
Don't be like me. No,
Yeah.
I am handsome.
So let's get Fable and
that?
Gears and Forza and Halo
On
and Oblivion.
PlayStation and Xbox.
Let's get them all on red carts and blue discs and let's move on.
Yeah.
I'm tired of dealing with it. Like, it is what it is. It happened. Let's move on.
You guys,
They're
talked
just
me into
third party
selling
now.
my Xbox, so might as well.
They're third party.
Unsubscribed from Game Pass because of Donnie Reese.
They have hardware if you need it. If you're that broke, listen. If you're too broke for Mario Kart World, if you can't afford the Switch 2, we get it. We've got a console for you. It's a Series
called
S.
an Xbox.
Yeah, go get an Xbox. If you can't afford actual hardware, go buy an Xbox.
Damn.
Go be with the poors.
Yeah, go be with the boys.
Damn. I love it. Love it.
I'm telling you, still time Xbox. I believe.
No, there's not. It's
Go over there to the White House. Go get you a hat.
Become America's console.
Yeah, go sit next to Jeff Bezos and all those other goofs.
I mean, I like
Xbox in space.
Listen,
Yeah.
I liked Activision before Xbox bought them, and I like Activision after Activision bought Xbox. So, like, let's just keep making games, and let's keep putting them on all the things. Let's move on.
Yeah. There it is. TPR wants to know, what is your favorite sweet treat this time of year?
Do you have sweet treats for like April?
Yes.
I don't know what that means. Jelly beans, like an Easter thing.
Because it's spring, summertime.
It's
But is
spring.
there a sweet
it's hot.
treat that goes? Are we just thinking
hot.
because Easter and candy baskets?
Well, I live in Miami. So
I'm
it's
just
usually
thinking Easter. Yeah, I'm just thinking
That's
Easter.
the only thing I can think
Nobody
of is
gives a
Easter.
fuck about Easter.
Then what's
That's
an
not true.
April? What's an April treat?
My wife loves Easter.
I
It's her
gave the
favorite
answer.
holiday.
Y'all just brushed over the answer.
That's your answer
Je-
for
you said
everything.
jelly-
That's literally
you said
yeah.
jelly
you just-
bean?
You said
I didn't
pussy.
say jelly. I said vagina.
I didn't even
is-
hear that.
That is the best
Just
answer.
completely ignored Delvin.
Again,
because he says
we
it-
take it in full stride because you
Yeah.
say it all the time, trying to get a reaction.
Because it's the best answer.
But after you say pussy a million times, it's just numb.
It's
We're
lo-
numb
it's
to
lo-
it, Delvin.
But it's the universal answer for things.
Oh my
World
God.
peace? Pussy.
You sound like the Last of Us people now.
No, they don't sound like me. They're wrong. They're going against it.
Wendy's has a caramel vanilla frosty. Hold
Yeah.
on.
You didn't know
Go
that?
check that out. Nah,
that
I
an
never
April
heard
thing?
that.
No.
or
See,
something? I
this
don't
is
know.
your fault because you don't like the swirl.
First of all,
Ooh.
first of all,
Got him.
Got him.
touche. Damn,
Jason's down with the swirl.
I got nothing.
See?
I got nothing. You win. Nothing for that.
I'm looking at April-themed treats. Spring desserts. Carrot cake?
No.
No,
I love carrot cake. Is that a spring dessert?
absolutely not. Spring
Yeah, I don't-
doesn't have desserts. Doesn't have.
I don't get it.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
That's what I was
TPR,
questioning.
we need more information. TPR.
We're too dumb for this.
Why the hell do you have this question?
Ooh,
Who is
Little
having
Debbie-
spring treats?
Little Debbie has blooming spring brownies and spring donuts.
Are they wheat flavored brownies?
They're all pink and turquoise. They're just Easter
That doesn't
brownies.
sound good.
They're Easter brownies and
That doesn't
Easter
sound
donuts.
Did y'all see them Kardashian cookies?
Absolutely
No.
not.
Them
See,
shit
this is-
suck.
This is the
Delvin's word.
nonsense that he brings.
Yeah,
to
this is Delvin's
this
word.
is what we're
This is what
talking
it
about,
is.
Delvin.
Indulge us in this nonsense, because no, we ain't heard.
Have y'all
Why
ever been
would
to
we have seen the Kardashian cook? Why do you
Because
think we would have seen that?
Have you ever heard of the store Crumble, I think it's called?
Yes.
Where they sell the
I hate-
cookies at?
Their cookies suck.
Yes, they have a Kardashian line for like a special week or something like that. And they
We're
fucking
not done
suck.
with the Kardashian. Why is
No.
that still a thing?
Right. They haven't gone away yet. Like, nobody's paying them any
Nobody got
attention.
tired
They've
yet?
gotta be gone.
It's so
It's gotta be gone.
2007.
No, they're not going.
All the
Their
players they
cookies
dated have retired or are on their way out at this point. Nobody should care about these people.
and them cookies taste like them ass.
The crumble
cookies are
cookies are
horrible.
gross. Crumble cookies want to be cake.
I
That's
start
the
to
problem.
remember this. I remember this now. My wife heard you say she likes whatever this is. I don't know what it is, but yeah, and this is all jogging my memory.
It's a really thick cookie that really should just be cake. That's
Yes,
the problem.
very much so.
Their cookies are not good.
They like
I'm
they
not-
uncooked.
I'm not
it's like
super
cookies halfway cooked.
cookie person. Like cookies
This would
that, like
this would turn you off for cookies for life.
Like,
That's
this
how
is
bad
like-
these cookies
Yes.
are.
down my list of like options. It's not too super high.
Yeah.
But my favorite cookie is an oatmeal raisin cookie. So
Same. I love me. Oh God.
Okay,
oatmeal raisin.
nice.
You
Most
can't
people
go
make
wrong
fun
with
of me for
oatmeal
that.
cookies. They can all
old man, I get old man shit all the time for like
I don't
oatmeal
like- I don't like
raisin,
raisins,
and
so no.
I love butter pecan ice cream, and I get old man shit for that all
Butter
the time.
pecan ice cream's
like
good.
butter pecan
It's
is
so
delicious.
good. It's so sweet.
It's good.
I
But
would
my
love
family-
to
my
have an
family
oatmeal
taunts
raisin
me for
cookie
those things.
and some butter pecan ice cream right now. I'd be very happy.
Dude, a warm, fresh baked oatmeal. Oh,
Just getting
it's
better.
so
Do you like the
good.
ones with the golden raisins?
yeah. I mean, I'm here for all of it. But
Oh,
when they're fresh baked, when they're hot and chewy, that is prime oatmeal raisin time.
Can't beat it.
But I grew up on the cheap frosted, oatmeal
Little
raisin. My mom
Debbie's?
used to get me all the time. No, like the ones that come in the pack.
The one that come in the
Yeah.
hard pack, they're hard
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah,
I know what you're talking
yeah.
about. I used to eat those, but with no raisins.
They're so cheap.
Yeah.
So I grew up on those, and
I know
We all-
they're
always been my
pretty good.
favorite cookie. But like cookie, I mean, I'd rather eat cake. I'd rather eat pie, ice cream, most
Same.
candies, brownies. Like cookies, kind of down the list.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. TPR, what the hell is your favorite sweet treat for this time of year, and why is that?
I'd like a list of options to choose from, perhaps.
Yeah, this is
Because I immediately started thinking Easter candy. I was thinking are we thinking like the Reese's eggs
Oh, the
or
peeps,
like the
fucking-
Starburst jelly beans? Like he's like
Peeps are
treats.
trash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Peeps would count. Yeah, Peeps would count.
No.
The Peeps are trash, so that should be
I've never
nobody's
had
favorite.
one.
Good, don't. They're
Don't.
gross.
They don't look particularly exciting.
They're the crumble cookie of candy.
Yeah. Ugh. I'll eat a
What I don't
Cadbury.
f-
Cadbury
what I
cream
don't
egg.
fuck with
That was pretty good.
that you guys probably, I think Dev probably would here.
I
I'd
like
guess.
sweets.
I don't fuck with like mint stuff, especially chocolate, but like chocolate mint ice cream, any of that shit. I'm not.
Yeah, it's
I'm
all
not
right. I
doing
ain't
any
even
of
a
that.
fan of it.
I'm not getting out of bed.
Really?
For no mint.
I don't like mint
Okay.
that
Oh
much.
no. Nah.
My
No,
family
thank you,
does,
friend.
and Dev's going usually like for like the finer things club. So I figured he would be like, oh,
There's
that's
nothing
fine.
fine about mint chocolate chip or mint ice cream. That's not
That's
fine.
just kind of trash.
Oh.
No, that shit is trash.
When the girl with the stones went all witchy in the living room, they went and they got mint ice cream, and I was like, this.
No.
Why would you do that?
I was like, this is criminal.
This
It is.
This is the
I sent them back for Klondike bars. I was like, no.
I would
Here-
have said, y'all gotta go. You're not allowed back here. You've just burned a bridge here. You brought back some
all that
mint
other
ice
stuff you
cream?
did was fine, but this is going a bridge too far.
yeah,
Mint
like the
ice
thin
cream.
mint, the thin mints and stuff. People like that shit a lot.
This
Thin
is a
mints are fine, but
God-fearing house,
it's
man.
got nothing.
When I
on
tell
the
people
Samoa
I don't
now.
like the mint treats, I get some of the craziest side eye. They're like, "What's wrong with you?"
I think that's maybe that's just a Georgia thing. They put
I'm
mayo
super
on
happy.
everything and want mints.
Maybe
y'all
you're
got
right.
issues.
Yeah.
They're into
I'm
it.
super happy he said mint because that could have went a whole different direction out there.
Wow.
Like, well, what's going on?
We can always
can always
rely
count on
them.
you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes,
Every time.
that's what I'm here for.
Snurks wants to know how many years are you all into Stellaris' galactic civilization?
Fuck that.
Jay said
absolutely.
thin mint frosty.
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
Nah, I'm good. I'm not here for
That
that swirl
sounds-
for sure. It's no,
that's-
thank you.
Yeah, how far did you get in your Stellaris run, Delvin?
I did not play that at all. Absolutely.
Yeah, no. His real question, he says, bad jokes aside, what's your favorite summer activity? Delvin, don't say fucking. All right. Resist every urge.
We get it. We know.
Different. We get it. We know. Try something else.
No. Why would I try something else?
Just for right now, give us a different activity. What's your second favorite activity in the summer?
It's hot as fucking Miami.
And that doesn't make me think sleeping.
It's like 95 degrees.
Yeah, I don't really do a whole lot. Like I want to say go to the beach, but most summers won't even go. So I don't know.
Going to flea markets.
Sure.
I like going to flea markets.
It's super hot outside. I mean, I try, honestly, I try not to go outside at all. Like generally, like my goal is to go outside as little as possible in the summertime. So
yeah, I like going to flea markets. Going to flea market with the kids, getting some cool stuff that we never seen before, interesting stuff. Then going to 7-Eleven getting a slushie.
It's hot as hell here.
Yeah,
trying to go out,
get a slushie.
Not unless we're going somewhere to air conditioning.
Some of our flea markets have air conditioning.
I don't even drive the Roadrunner in the summer because it's so damn hot. I'm like, nope.
Meep, meep.
Put it back under the barn. Wait for it to cool off.
Yeah, the heat has never deterred me. The crazy thing is my favorite thing.
Well, yeah, you are in Death Valley, so
yeah, it's I'm in triple digits, like triple digits all the time. Yeah, basically. My favorite summer activity was playing basketball. Like I used to love just summer hoops. Like that was a thing. You'd be out all day hooping. At this advanced old age, I don't necessarily have a favorite summer activity because at this point, the summer doesn't mean anything. Like, I don't do anything different during the summer.
What the fuck I look like? Phineas and Ferb? Like, gotta work.
Just another season. Like,
gotta do a job.
Right.
Ain't going to have fun.
So even then, I remember like this
teacher.
year, we've got the World Cup matches, the Club Cup, and like 4th of July. I got to work every 4th of July. Fucking road race and everything. It's like, I do not look forward to the summertime like, at all. It's like, I'm trying to get through it.
Yeah. Same. I'm like, the kids are going to be out of school. I got to figure out something to do with them while I got to go to work. And
I have an answer.
Be like, save me.
Okay, you got an answer.
My favorite summertime activity starts buying a Switch 2.
There you go. Jason's answer is pooping with a question mark.
Pooping?
Yeah, pooping?
Suggested.
Oh, Riley with the swimming and boating in my cottage. He's definitely not the poor of us, is he?
Mm-hmm. You rich fucker.
He likes the fighter things
I love
in
it.
life.
Yeah.
Switch is taking it back for the payers.
Yeah, starts out here doing PlayStation. Pool parties.
They said, hold my beer.
Yeah. I like a couple of pairs.
Lord have mercy. Yeah,
they're not bad.
Yeah, I got nothing else. Last question of the night comes from Captain Awesome. Wait, he already did that. He's got a second question.
Okay.
He says, hey, Hype, I'm wondering what you and everyone thinks. Still unsure of the price of Switch. I might just get the bundle and wait on games. Do you think the physical of Cyberpunk will sell fast or be on discount in like 1 to 2 years?
Look at Captain Awesome. He is willing to pay $1,000 just for the console.
Yeah.
That says it all right there. $1,000.
The recent reporting was that the Switch wasn't going to go up. I guess I'm inclined to agree with it, but I'm still not going to be surprised if it does. So we'll see. Just depends on how Nintendo feels about the long-term future. I would assume that just to avoid like marketing confusion, they would stick the price now and then, like PlayStation, if they have to, choose to raise it later.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk, yeah, I mean, all the reports is that software and accessories might be in short supply. They're making as many consoles as they can. Maybe they're not making as much of the other stuff. What I did is I did just Google The Witcher. So Witcher on PlayStation 4 is $6. Witcher on Xbox is the complete edition is $14.99. Witcher 3 on Switch is $47.
Wow.
So, yeah. Looks like, is this, I'm going to get a new copy? Is it digital? No. Yeah, if you want a new copy, it's $56.99. And that game came out several years ago.
The worst version of The Witcher.
And just knowing, like, I wouldn't say knowing, but looking at, like, how digitally focused Nintendo seems to be leaning with the virtual cards and the digital cartridges and the game sharing and stuff, it seems to be like a thing they're really trying to push. If you really wanted a physical copy of Cyberpunk, especially because it is a 64 gigabyte card, which is like that costs them more money to make. It's the biggest cartridge you can buy for Switch 2. I don't know if the print will be super large. No, I don't think they'll like not print it. It's a big game. They'll probably print it for years. So I'm not considering like it, it'll go away and you can't buy it. But what I'm telling you is that The Witcher is basically held value. So if you want a copy, I'd get one.
Yeah.
I don't think, I think you could wait 2 or 3 years, but it's not going to be like half price or $15 or something like that. It's still going to be
said
like
it's
45.
how much?
Which one?
The Witcher 3 on Nintendo Switch? I see it for 40.
I went to
on Amazon.
On Amazon, I went to GameStop.
I just Googled it.
Sure.
Used is 40 at GameStop, 40 at Amazon, 60 if you buy it from
it's on
Nintendo.
sale for $38.99 used, and then a new copy is $56.99.
Just buy it.
Interesting. Yeah, the new one at Amazon is $40. Interesting.
So it's still, it's not cheap. It's not going to be like a Ubisoft game.
Yeah.
Nope.
That game came out years ago, so it's still holding some value.
Get it. Just go get it as soon as it comes out.
I mean, I wonder. I don't think they would, because CD Projekt Red is very big on this, and they do GOG and all that, and they're very big on the physical medium. But like, I wonder if they would ever shift that game to digital cartridge or limited run on physical copies, just to save costs.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if it happened.
Yeah.
Jay says, "What an insane line of thought." Is that directed at me?
Oh.
It's probably directed at Delvin and his.
Yeah, I've said a lot of things, so me.
Like, what did I say?
I've said a lot of things. And what Donnie said is the same line of thought. You must have not heard the things I've said. It's 2 hours this podcast. Say a lot.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you see the game, just buy it. And the discount, come on, it's a Switch game. The discount is only going to be 10, maybe $20. It's just that's how
paying the Switch tax.
That's how they roll.
We've said it all show, right?
I'm confused. All I hear from you spineless cowards, is how poor you are.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. Price of the bricks going up, baby. Got to pay to play.
Oof.
He said the idea of buying a Switch 2 at launch, but no games, just to wait for Cyberpunk in 2 years.
I mean, it's Mario Kart. You could play that for a while, but
yeah.
I get it. So, like, I'm thinking like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, right? I already own the games. I get the updates. I don't need to buy copies of the games, but I do want a Switch 2 like cartridge of the game. So it's like, can I wait for a sale? Like, I could, but how much am I really saving? Like, it's not going to go on a deep sale. Right.
Captain
I mean, the reality is you could wait, because you could just play your Switch version and have the online with the upgrade. So
yeah. I mean, that's what I'm planning to do. I'm in a rush, and I imagine that they'll print it, for a while. I was actually holding out hope that I wonder if they'll ever do like a dual pack. If they'll do The Last of Us. Did we talk about The Last of Us Complete? Whatever. What do they call it? Just Complete.
Complete. Yeah, we did not talk about
just
that.
Like just that, and they cut it right. Just Complete. Last of Us Complete. No addition or anything.
No.
That shit was wild. I was like, that really?
We are gonna keep finding ways to re-release this game for the next 30 years. It's the new Skyrim.
I can't be mad at them.
No.
Skyrim, Doom, Mario Bros. Like, I can't be mad at them.
Nope.
It'd help if they released other things too.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Can we do anything else? Can we
it's like every third release of the PlayStation's life cycle has been The Last of Us.
Just in case you forgot, we still have The Last of Us.
They're doing the Michael Jackson thing. We're going to release Thriller again.
Well, it's not even complete, Snurts. That's the funny part. It doesn't even have factions on it. It's not even. That's a wild thing to call it. It's not the complete edition.
It's complete now. Factions didn't happen.
I totally did.
Yeah. Didn't happen. It wasn't real.
Calling it complete's wild. Like, are you the complete story, or like they were just like, nah, it's all of it.
It's all of it.
They should have just been Last of Us, an amalgamation, a compilation. What is your comic books called?
Like Jay said.
Compendium.
There it is. Last of Us Compendium.
Compendium. $200 fucking. God damn it, Transformers. More than the G.I. Joe one. I'm not gonna get off of that.
You were the Transformers guy. You bought the damn thing that
you have. Optimus.
Yeah, you bought.
It doesn't work.
I have more.
Did you buy Megatron?
No, not yet. I have 2 Optimus. I have 2 Optimus, Bumblebee. I think that's it.
They made a Bumblebee? I know that they made it. Didn't they make a
You're over here bitching about
Grimlock.
They made a Grimlock, right? Do you have
about
that?
the price of the comic book.
That motherfucker's $2,000.
What?
Why?
For what?
$2,000. Well, it's $16.99, but plus tax like $2,000.
What?
That's a lot. Yeah.
That's a lot of tax, Delvin.
Yeah.
That's not how taxes work. That's
how it works.
Tax is not that much.
It's a lot.
So why is Grimlock 1,700 and Optimus is 700? Like, why?
Because he's Grimlock.
That's insane.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You're not doing that yet. You're not doing that yet.
You shouldn't be whining about the price of the comic book.
Yes, I should be.
No.
No, yes, I have to.
You single-handedly have bought thousands of dollars worth of toys. You're good.
No. I still complain. Still gonna do it.
Megatron is 1,200.
It's very American of you.
Yeah.
It's very American of you.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna complain and bitch about it and still pay for it. That's the most
so
American
excited.
thing you can do.
I had Jack slinging Pokemon cards at school. I was like, go get this money, kid.
Good job.
I took it to the streets, had a dealer, I gave him his cut. You know?
Nice.
Yeah.
Which Optimus do you have?
The one from the original one, which is the elite one, and I have the one from Rise of the Beast.
Wow. And you're complaining about a $200 comic.
Yeah.
That's a $900 Optimus.
Yeah, and it's all the comics. It's the box set.
$200 comic.
It's the total season.
It's pretty fucking cool, too.
You got to have it.
He's going to buy it.
What kind of fan would you be if you didn't have it?
Oh, I got to buy it. I'm going to buy it. I'm
You're
just going to complain about it until it comes, yeah.
And then you're going to come tell us how awesome it is.
Yeah. Then
and you're going to flip through it on this shit.
I'm going to flip through it and I'm going to say, look at how big this fucking book is.
It's going to fall apart or not work or something, just like his Optimus.
Oh, I would fucking...
That was a moment in the show's history.
That was the best.
He was like, I don't even know the command. He was just like,
Transform Optimus? No, fuck you,
didn't do a damn thing.
I wish he would have just like drove off. That would have been even better. Just,
like it's one of those machines that can like shoot toy. It just shot Delvin. It's just like,
yeah. And the funny thing, my brother came over here like a couple weeks ago. He was playing with it, having a good time. It worked perfectly for him.
It was like, what's your brother's name?
Kelvin.
Optimus Prime was like, we love you, Kelvin.
Yeah, you're like, fuck you,
Kelvin and Delvin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
My father
they didn't try very hard, did they?
Not
even a little bit.
He just scratched out the letter. Like, hey.
Yeah, pretty much. Father didn't try very hard. He didn't have very high expectations for me. Like, all right. Like, fuck it.
Wow.
No Melvin. That was a bridge too far.
Melvin. Oh, goddamn Captain Underpants.
Yes.
All right. On that note, it's time for us to get the hell out of here. Before Delvin buys another $1,000 robot, please, ladies and gentlemen, play some video games.
Nobody's sleeping in the middle of the bed. The middle of the bed is only where you do the business. But when everybody's ready to sleep, it's the side of the bed that can't be beat. It's the middle of the bed where lovers meet. But when it comes time to slumber, it's the edges. Ooh, the edges.
Do you think the two guys from the edges know each other? These are the things I want to know about.